welcome to No Theoretical Bias presents Angels and Aboleths. I am Will. I am the DM for today, and for this entire campaign. I don't know why I said that. We have a little bit of a special one here. Everyone's back together again. That's the special part, is that we finally got the scheduling right. Um, but yeah, no, we are still playing some older but newer characters in a way, and we're gonna pick up with this flashback. My fun fact for the day is that um, it's it's really cool when you have a lot of D&D dice, but it's awful when you lose one to a set. That's my fun fact for today. Okay, we'll start at the top of the order with Leaf.
So I'm actually kind of gonna do like a joint fun fact today, as Branch is Leaf's adoptive father. Um, one game they would play together when they were little is how high could Leaf throw Branch up into a tree?
Interesting. Is that
Since
why?
Branch is a little guy and
Mhm.
Leaf is Leaf. Um, this is a game they really enjoyed.
Interesting. Okay, we're cutting to Kiva, aka Luke.
My fun fact today also ties my two characters. Luke knows about Kiva, but Kiva does not know about Luke.
Interesting. That's a fun fact. That is a fun fact. Hey, Alric, I feel like your fun fact's very similar.
That's crazy. Yeah, so Alaric, fun fact, thinks all of his family is dead. Judge, who is his uncle, knows that somebody in his family's alive, but doesn't know that it's Alaric.
Mm-hmm. A lot of family drama. Okay, Sentinel.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one for Bark, and for Bark is that right now he doesn't exactly have a backstory because you didn't give us context when making them. So unless some wibbly wobbly timey wimey things happens, Bark has no official backstory.
Okay. And then for Sentinel.
No, I'm just giving you the one for Bark.
Okay. All right. Well, we will pick up where we left off. Um, they have sounded the horn and have all retreated into the house. That was the last you heard of them. You kind of swiftly dealt with a few of them. Only restrained by the turn order, really. So, it's around this time that you hear a pair of hooves clattering up, and you see, hey Dustin, go ahead and describe what it looks like when the main man rides in and doesn't know where he is.
What it looks like when Judge rides in?
Yeah, when Judge rides in and doesn't know where he is.
All right, so he's got short white hair, a little spiky though. He carries himself really well, but having no idea where he is, he very visibly confused. And besides that, I can't give you much. I don't know. He just looks like a guy who
He,
has.
Judge, just for so that you know, you won this horse. You can tell me how you won it, but you won this horse, and you thought it was just gonna go and take you where you needed to go, but instead it took you here. You have no idea why.
Okay.
But yeah, he comes in on horse, guys. Talk amongst yourselves.
It Are you the fourth that was joining us?
I don't. Where am I?
What was the town? What was the town name?
You are outside of Wellman Manor.
Oh, we are supposed to go to Wellman Manor. I mean, have you also given a horse that knew where to go?
Uh, I I got into a little scuffle with a man over some money, and I I don't know. He didn't have much, so he offered the horse, and here I am. Not I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Just well, we just fought off a bunch of fish people. I think I just like wiped like fish gut or whatever off my hands, and I'm like, fiddlesticks, and I proceed to put my hand out.
I shake his
You get
hand.
off your horse? Do you get off your horse?
No.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
The
have
ho-
to.
so he's a gnome.
Oh my god. That's for one, that's hilarious. And two, he yeah, no, he doesn't get off his horse. He reaches down there. He gets down there, but he doesn't get off the horse.
Okay, it looks awkward. You shake hands with the man, and yeah, is this all you're doing? You're just kind of just hanging out?
Um, I don't you see, I would say I want to look for something, but I don't know what to look for. I don't know what's going on, don't know where I am, so I'm gonna let it play out.
Okay. For reference, there are like 100 campfires, less than that, but like a ton of campfires surrounding you. Um, this is a like zoomed out map here. You are here, and then there's a large estate manor in front of you. You're in a swamp type place
Okay.
with mostly marsh and a few trees every now and then. Closer to the house, you can see a very pristine road. And other than this one little road here in the manor, it appears to just be bog everywhere else. You are
Okay.
outside. You're not within, I wouldn't say you're within visible range, but it's about 1 day's ride to the closest city. The horse you have has these weird blinders on.
Okay.
You notice that when
What
you got it
makes
because
them weird?
they're glass. They're purely see-through. And the horse also
Interesting.
seemed to get here really fast. It was a really fast riding horse. You never had to stop for breaks for the horse. You just could keep going. Very interesting.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's about this time that the horse bucks you off. Do you want to
Oh,
resist?
okay. No.
Okay, so you just slide off. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Make a dex saving throw. A 9.
Gosh.
What does it look like when Judge falls face down into the mud?
A lot of swearing. Fuck. You gotta
Um,
be fucking kidding me. Shit.
well, it's about this time that the Kuatao that were in that said mud jump up. They had been sitting under, and you guys had noticed that as you approached. But Judge just seemed to ride right up. He seemed fine. But they jump up immediately, spoiling your sneaky little maneuver that you had been pulling. And
Hmm.
now you are once again surrounded by Kuatao, except this time, seems like it might be a little bit more difficult to get out of. You saw that there were originally, hold on, let me go ahead and just token.
Oh god.
Archpriest, and then like 3 whips. The Archpriest is back here. You see a man, you see one of them walk out of the manor holding a large staff. And he begins to come at you. And on each of your sides, you see a whip jump up. Hold on, let me just delete. And you see about a dozen Kuatao surround you, as well as another one who seems to have a staff jump up from the water. Yeah,
Hey,
they are
Stretch, you know how to fight?
they are poised to attack. But before we roll initiative, Leaf wakes up with a bit of a jostle.
What would my character
Um, quick question: Are you guys sitting? Is anyone sitting next to each other on the ship? Is there any particular order in which you're sitting next to each other or
Um,
sleeping?
Are we on the ship or on the train?
You're on the ship. It's a that's what they call the train. We would call it a train. They
Okay.
call it a ship. Yeah. We're gonna say this is one car.
I don't know. Leaf's a cuttlebug.
So Leaf, you are definitely too big for the beds that are sized here. Ulrich is pushing it. Um,
Man, all I know is that when I got on this train, I sat down and I knocked down.
you did. Um, but yeah, you would say, and then there's a, hold on, sorry guys, it's taking a little bit to, door here, and then this is your sleeping compartment back here. And then you have beds here, and here, a chest here, and chests under them. But yes, you have a seating area here, as well as a long table with chairs, and 2 short tables with chairs. Plenty of room so that you guys can just be yourselves. And it seems like this cart is just repeated backwards like a jillion times, however many times you need it to be for your train. But forward of you appears to be the captain's car. In every 5 or so cars is a steward's car. And back about 10 cars, which each have different purposes. So about 5 cars back is the storage car. So there's a bunch of just storage bins, and it's a little bit longer of a car. About 10 cars back, you have the dining car, which is a bar. And then about 15 cars back, you have a service car, which is, cleaning or anything like that. And then you have another 5 cars back. It's reflected with another uh, storage car, and then 5 cars back at the very end is a dining car on the very tail end. It's about a 30 car long vehicle when it comes to the passenger side. And then on the front end, you have the captain's car, which you haven't been into yet. And then ahead of that is the conductor's car. The captain, of course, has his own little like space to live. And then the conductor's car is where the engine for this magical vehicle is maintained.
Question: You said the bed was way too big for me. Like how
Way too, no, way too big for you.
way
Way
too
too
small.
small for
Sorry.
you. Mm-hmm.
How bad are we talking?
Shoot, I forget where I first saw it, but when I was a little kid, there was a picture or a movie that had a giant in a bed where the feet were like way over and the head was like way up. That's how bad. It's
Okay,
pretty
then I'm
awful.
sleeping on the table.
Okay, yeah, that's 100% possible. You will have to clear it though. It does have a few dining arrangements set because unless you feel social, they do bring food to your cars.
I mean, how big's the table height wise?
I'd say the table is big enough for Leaf to get his knees under sitting down.
Okay, then I'll put the dining stuff in another spot, but I'll be sleeping on the table because there's no way I'm sleeping in that bed.
Okay. Well, that is where you pass out. When you awake, uh, you hear a little puppy at your feet.
Oh,
Oh, hold on 1 second, guys.
Evil puppy. To hell with sleeping in a chair. Next up, the table.
yeah. Well, he likes to lay down
Yeah,
fully.
okay, there you go. I get it. Yeah.
He gets cramps if he just sleeps in an armchair.
Okay,
Imagine needing to be comfortable to sleep for your sentinel who can just shut off quite literally everywhere.
yeah, so yeah, you feel a little dog at your feet, who has somehow jumped up onto the table from one of the chairs, and is just kind of sniffing at your feet. It's the little puppy that Kiva adopted. I forget Kiva. What was the name again?
Little Clove. Little Clove.
Little Clove. Little Clove is at your feet, sniffing at your feet.
All right, I pet him.
Kiva comes over, and you're there to collect the dog. The dog has just gotten away from her.
Whoa.
No.
I did
Giant
not
dog.
Holy
think that yet.
Clove!
Okay.
Got a growth spurt. Okay.
We're just gonna use Nutmeg as a stand-in because I did not.
But it is
cheating
Clove,
him.
yet.
not Nutmeg. It is Clove, not
It is
Nutmeg.
Clove. Hold on, let me just. Clove.
No, that was accurate size. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll call him over. I'll slap my knees like I always do. And clap in front of him to try to get him over to me.
Okay. Clove comes tottering to you, but a little hesitantly. Sniffs at you a little bit. Looks back at Leaf with some like puppy dog eyes, like, "Please take me, Leaf."
Okay, I pick him up.
That's my dog, though. What are you doing?
I mean, it's the party's. I mean, it's your dog, but like, I didn't think it was strictly yours. I thought animal's an animal.
Whatever. I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. Clove licks you pretty graciously, Leaf. As Kiva leaves, are you guys doing anything? What you wanted to do?
Hold on. I need to make an arts and crafts for Clove. Hold on.
Oh God.
I draw Clove's picture with my crayons.
Clove sniffs at you, and barks, pointing towards the sleeping car.
Okay. Well, you want to go? You want to go out?
Very up and down, tail wagging.
All right, I'll follow him out. I'm like, Clove wants to go somewhere. I'll follow him if everyone wants to come with.
Okay. Was anybody following?
Am I awake?
What'd you say? Are you awake? Yeah, you awake.
Okay.
You passed out in the chairs.
Okay, then yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. Yeah, all who are following go into the bedchamber, and they see an asleep Kiva in the bed, and little Clove jumps up there and starts barking at Kiva, and you see Kiva with the kind of a little bit of anger, but grabs Clove and starts petting Clove.
Wait. Yeah, no, wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Because Kiva's just in the other room. Oh, not this again.
No, Kiva left. Kiva left into the bedchamber.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought this was another 2 Kiva incident.
Oh,
Because
maybe.
we
I don't know.
Well, it
No,
wouldn't be
I'm in the
it wouldn't be
bedchamber.
another two
Don't
keys.
say
because
maybe
Keith
it
would
is.
sleep
That's
the
not
entire thing.
cool. Maybe it is. I don't know. Shut up.
So wait, following Cloveless back into the bedchamber?
Yeah, Clove back into the bedchamber. Clove was very happy to see Kiva.
Okay, I'll pick him up and I'll just like start petting him.
I don't know. Are you guys doing anything? Nothing's changed.
But so hold on.
Where I am is the bedchamber.
Mm-hmm.
I walked
So
away and
so
he
Clo-
walked to me.
William
Yeah,
actually
Kiva
has
went-
no plan for today.
Kiva left and went and went into the bedchamber. And then after Clove was upset at Kiva, and then Clove came back and is now in the bedchamber licking Kiva's face, very happy to see Kiva.
that's fine.
Anyways, it's about this time that the front car door, or front of the car, the side by the chairs, slides open, and the captain comes out stretching it. Oh, okay, all right. And he kind of motions to the large table and smacks down on the table for you all to gather around. God, I
Lee
forgot how to do
throws
this
his
voice.
pillow.
He leans on the table and he goes, "All right. I know I haven't been too straightforward with you all, but we do have some precious cargo on this here ship. Um, it is in the storage container behind you, as well as in my quarters. we have we have some gold.
Is there
Now,
anything else?
each of the cars can be disconnected via the captain's car and the conductor's car. However, what is a very safety risk I asked not to be implemented was the hatches on each of these cars. The hatches can open in between each of the cars. There's a car connection that you notice has a very is very stretchy and bendy, so it's waterproof and water can't get in, but it does have a hatch on top that you can open once once we are above the sea level. So if someone wanted to, while the ship is moving, you can hop up on top of it and walk up to the captain's quarter connection to the whatever and get in.
Okay.
I don't believe this will happen, but with shapeshifters on board, no one can be too sure.
I want to ask him: have these shapeshifters taken any form beside a humanoid?
No, that's up to the what do you call those beasts? They change forms into different things and they try to eat you and I don't whatever that is. These changelings can't do that.
Okay. So it's just humanoids.
Yeah, just humanoids. Um, changelings the way they are, it almost makes you feel bad for them. I was transporting them as prisoners, but I don't know. I've had a few conversations with one. One had a standoff with me right before I dispatched him over my ship, and he tried to plead his case to me. Vonry was his name, and he kind of has a like million-mile stare, 1,000-yard stare, and he's sitting there. He goes. He told me about how his family was kicked out of his village and out of this town for being changelings. How they were seen as liars and thieves for their natural abilities. It is a shame.
Why were they arrested?
Well, when you are a changeling, you have to make ends meet. And you cannot be hired through any normal means, so you find ways to make money. And this group of changelings had been running in an undercover ring of sorts, posing to be people, and it didn't go well. It didn't go their way. They were caught.
Hmm.
Anyways, and he taps the table like that, and he goes, I best be to leading the ship now. It's not too much work, but I do need to maintain the levels and monitor it. Matilda probably didn't tell you I was a bit of an engineer. And he kind of laughs at that. And he goes, nothing special, nothing fancy, just maintenance. And he kind of gets up and starts to walk away towards towards the next car. Thank you to whoever's drawing all of this. This is very accurate.
Be Hudson.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. You guys are told, yeah, there's some precious gold in here and some items. They were looking to take it.
Now, does anybody remember what was our game plan at all for finding these guys out?
I was
I
too
don't know if you
busy
guys-
sleeping.
I don't know if you guys had a game plan, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was kind of just like go around and question people, and I did it very poorly. That or like I just wasn't asking the right questions.
Zenon's game plan is if he sees the duplicate of himself, he's going to be shot on sight.
Bro,
I will
yeah.
say this. You are underwater. You are under like so many leagues of water. And it's like shooting someone in an airplane, Like you always risk depressurization, and that's especially lethal under the water. So,
Then we got to do it.
Yes, how not very tempting for a person who's probably not affected
Yeah,
by most.
we've got a table.
you might be crushed by the pressure.
Yeah, that's the risk he's willing to take.
We have to. We're gonna
a
go the
scientist.
interrogation route. All right, we're gonna do. Who's gonna be who? Leaf, you play good guy. I'll play bad guy.
Can we do good bad cop?
Good cop, bad cop.
It's about this time. Is anybody like using the restroom or anything? There is a restroom
I'm probably gonna go to the bathroom.
in the room. Okay. Kiva steps to go use the restroom. And it's in the connections, by the way. Like there's a restroom in the connections. So you go. No, that you were right. Out that door. No, other door. Yeah, there you go. You go out that way, and it's about that time that Kiva steps out. That Kiva steps in.
Oh, grand. Where?
Into the room with you guys. She has clear bedhead. It says, Kiva.
Oh my god, I cannot keep on doing these elf sleeps. Oh.
Hmm. I run into the bathroom. I like full on sprint.
What do they find there, Kiva?
They find me doing like actively using the bathroom, and I like scream at him to get the hell out.
I get out, but I think I close the door, like to the bed chambers, and just wait for both of them. Well, one of them already in the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I yell for the other two, close the door, so they are just isolated in this spot.
Okay.
And now I'm waiting for the other Kiva to come out.
Kiva finishes up in the restroom and says,
Why are you waiting out here for me? Can I girl piss in peace?
And I point to the other Kiva.
Did I come? No, but there's two of us.
That's
it's
why
about this time, another Kiva. No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
That's why.
there's two Kivas.
We do the Spider-Man point at each other.
And everyone in the movie theater claps and laughs. And yeah, there's two Kivas
Where's Clove?
on the bed.
I pick Clove up and I put him near each Kiva, see his reactions.
Okay. Clove goes near the first Kiva and just kind of sits there, tail wagging, looking up at Kiva.
I'm gonna wave down. I'm gonna blow my little kiss.
And I take Clove near the other one.
Clove looks up at Kiva, tail wagging, tongue out.
I give him a little hand heart.
Why was Clove pissed earlier this morning?
And where did this one even come from?
That's a good question.
All right. Do you want to do this the old-fashioned way?
What do you
Okay.
mean the old-fashioned way?
Do we just who does okay. We've all been with Kiva. What is something that only the real Kiva would know?
Well, it seems
the way,
like this
Hudson?
thing has some slight of our memories.
Hudson, I am trusting you. All right?
Yep.
Balls in your court is
Yep.
what we discussed.
Yep.
See, I don't like that.
It's up to you
Wait,
guys.
is there layers on the ship? Like, is there a floor above us?
No, one floor. But
All right.
except you did hear about the hatches above.
That's
You
fine.
drown us all. We'll kill. At
I
least
have
we
an
get the imposter.
I have an idea.
Hatches
All right.
He has an idea. This is dangerous.
We don't even have to worry about Moonbeam having collateral damage now, do we?
No.
So, hey Kiva, cast Moonbeam.
I wouldn't be able to cast Moonbeam because there's a solid object above us and
No,
water.
that doesn't matter.
Does that not matter?
No, you can just put it there.
Okay, then I cast Moonbeam.
They
On
both did the same motions.
But doesn't
Oh,
Moonbeam
no.
hit?
Moonbeam reveals shifters.
But it
Okay.
also damages everybody.
It damages the person within the 5-foot radius.
Here's my question. Do you not need to be near the moon?
No, I think you can just cast it.
Let me check.
Let me read the description.
5-foot radius, 40-foot cylinder high, center at a point with a range.
It doesn't explicitly say anything about needing direct moonlight.
Yeah.
Damn. Honestly, here's how I kind of see it though. I'm not trying to undercut your solve here, but I am going to say this. It's a more interesting way to solve it. And also, it doesn't necessarily super make sense that Moonbeam just pierces the entirety of the ocean. You know what I mean? In my mind, it's like the Moonbeam light has to come from light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Also, that's a second level spell slot. He couldn't ever lose that.
Also, the other way we could flavor it if you wanted to, it doesn't. I do think that Kiva's magic is a little spotty right now because of her elven sleep.
Dude, sometimes
Whichever way you
that
want to flavor
when
it.
it hits crazy. I'm gonna do the elven sleep.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Kiva informs you she can't because of her elven sleep. Trust me, when you get to the surface, you're 100% going to be able to use it.
Does anyone else have any ideas?
Kiva Death Battle.
Kiva death battle.
I would rather not.
We believe whichever Kiva wins because that means that Kiva is better than the other one.
So here's what happened. Did Sentinel actually suggest that?
No, of course not.
Okay. Well, if he did, I had a little bit of an idea that me and Hudson had talked about.
Of course, somebody else can suggest the same thing, and I would let them take my idea.
Wait, hold on. What are the stats on your orb, Hudson?
What orb?
The magic item you got.
Yeah, the orb
magic-
that they all low key needed at one point, but then you weren't there that session.
What can I say?
I haven't actually. That gives me a great idea if it works.
It just like creates light,
Daylight effect.
daylight.
Well, these things have been known to cast darkness, and if we just set that orb there, I don't think the darkness can pierce it. So they can't
Fair.
escape.
Okay.
I have an
So place your
idea.
orb down.
I have an idea if anyone
Is
wants
it
to try that.
non-magical light?
Go ahead.
No,
I
it's magical.
can use my magic
Ah.
control stick.
Okay. Try your magic control stick. What's it do?
Give me a second. Well, this also requires them to make a DC 15 save, which I'm pretty sure they can willingly fail if they want to. And then they become charmed for 8 hours.
Okay. Kivas. Do what you will. If you want to try and save or willingly fail, you make that decision.
What do I have to roll to save?
It's a DC 15 Wisdom, or you don't have to either.
I'm not a fan of being charmed for 8 hours, so I'm gonna roll wisdom. I got a 12.
Okay.
The Kivas are charmed.
And now I asked for them to reveal their true identities.
We both say we're Kiva.
Yeah, I don't think charm makes you do what they say. Charm just makes them friendly to you.
Yeah.
'cause command
So
person,
at the end of the day,
command
I'm
person would
We're
be
your buddy.
Right. Well, it's not really sure. Give me a second. Because it trusts it trusts whoever used it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say that.
And
they
I
still both say-
doubt this is something that would be contrary to its nature.
Right. I would say that they both say Kiva.
It makes sense because that's what they are right now. I hate this.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull out. You know that compass I got all the way back in session 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mike, who did I get this from?
We both are like, I don't know.
No, you were there.
Yeah, I was there, but I don't know. Sorry, I don't remember who you got. Was I even in like the room?
Yeah, first session.
Kivas, roll a history check.
Actually, I'm realizing my thing wouldn't have worked anyway.
Oh, why not?
As well, one's an
I got a
elf, and
4.
if another's a changeling, they're both immune to my charm
I'm
effect.
also being
elf
so
and
real. I
changeling, that's
don't
funny.
remember.
I realized
got a
that
4?
after doing
got a
the
4.
research.
Neither Kiva remembers.
This is not going to plan. Not going to plan.
Hudson, you rolled with the wrong person.
Did
Wait a
I?
second.
Yeah, you rolled with Luke.
Well, 2 plus 5 would have been a 7.
Well, still 7 doesn't make it. Yeah, it's about this time that the captain comes in and goes, "Oh, I forgot," and sees 2 Kivas and instantly pulls out a sword and starts walking towards the Kivas.
Okay, I'm gonna grapple the captain.
Okay, roll a grapple check. He's a big strapping boy.
Okay, yeah, I just don't want him to try and kill either one just
Until we
yet.
figured this out.
Yeah. So is grapple just strength?
I'm pretty sure it's a strength contest.
Is it? Hold on,
so
let me
Pretty sure
action scroll down here.
first you do I think you first do an attack roll, or do you first do a strength? I think you might just do a contest of strength. So maybe just a strength check.
Okay, I'll roll straight drink.
Yeah, I
I
think he does a
rolled
saving
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
With
Not
much,
natural 20.
with much strain, you get him. He rolled an 18. And I didn't add any modifiers to him. I should have, but I didn't.
Captain, we have to
he-
figure this out before the wrong one is
It's a
killed.
damn changeling. It's a damn changeling. It's a damn changeling.
Well, we're
Yeah,
trying to
we
figure
know
out
that.
which
We're
one's
trying to
which.
figure out which one.
Well, we all know it's her. We both point at each other.
Okay.
You know what? And he kind of puts his hands up and drops the sword as much as he can while being grappled. He goes, "Do what you will. I'm gonna kill them both."
Hey, so let's
I'm not letting
do
go
that.
of him. I'm still not letting go. I'm holding on to him.
He goes, "I'll kill both of them with my bare hands. You won't be able to stop me."
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Changelings can only match physical appearance, right?
I would say changelings match physical appearance, and that's the D&D stat. I say that they can. I say they're a little bit guided on memories. They don't 100% have your memory, but they can like kind of take a guess at what you're
Hey,
saying
cool.
because they have
Kiva,
practice.
can you wild shape?
Changelings can't use spells.
Can you wild shape, Kiva?
I could, but like I'm tired.
Wild shape would be the easiest way to figure this out because the changeling would be able to wild shape.
Yeah, but I'm really tired.
I love this.
But just do any magic.
He's too tired.
I'm too
Try
sleepy.
Kiva, attempt magic. Make an Arcana check.
Okay, I'll try. I got 19.
All right, you're able to wild shape. And are you ready for this, guys?
Don't say
Yeah.
Kiva, what are you changing into?
I'm probably gonna change into like a dog because that'd be like fairly easy.
Okay, as Kiva's changing into a dog, you won't believe it. You
Don't
have
say.
no idea what happens. A little bit of darkness gets cast on the room,
But we have the light.
and the lantern casts daylight. And you see, because it's not what's the radius of the light again?
Let me actually Google it. Not Google it. Pull it up. 60 feet.
Of just pure daylight and pierces
Mhm.
darkness, magical darkness.
It never said it. Hold on.
If it's a magic item, would you
You
think
can
of its
speak another
magic
command
light?
word actions to make it illuminated glow, brightens the air, and float no more than 5 feet off the ground. The glow hovers your way until another creature grasps it. If you move more than 60 feet, emanate the light or daylight spell. Does the light spell or daylight spell cancel out darkness?
Daylight does.
Okay.
Okay. And as that happens, where are you keeping the globe, by the way?
I'm
'Cause has
holding
the
it.
You're holding it. As that happens, the one Kiva who doesn't change reaches for the globe.
All right, I tackle her.
I'm immediately letting go of the captain
So
after I'm doing all this.
sleight of hand check to tackle someone while holding the globe. Because it does float, and if you grab it, it turns off, if I'm right. Right?
If another creature can grab it and change it.
Okay.
So yeah.
I also yell at Sentinel and Alaric to get her.
So sleight of hand check first to not drop the light.
Oh, Got a
That's a
4.
gorgeous
So-
nice
so you-
giveaway. Oh my god.
So you
I'm
drop.
still
you drop
lunging
the light.
at her. I'm still actively
All
lunging
right.
at her.
Now I want you to roll. What do we say? Attack roll or do we say strength check?
We said straight strength.
All right. You roll strength check. This is gonna roll dexterity. Okay. With advantage because it's in its changed form.
Oh my god.
my
I got
God.
an 8. Can I say I
This-
raged so I can get advantage?
No, I'm sorry, my friend. This barely beats you out as it Hold on, let me see if it grabs the light. Yeah, it grabs the light. I was like deciding. I was like, do I want the thing to be 10 or 15? Yeah, it grabs the light, and the light goes out in this chamber for a minute. As the darkness spell takes hold, you hear shuffling around, a changing back into normal form, and as the light is turned on again, you see 2 Kivas.
Okay, wild shape again.
Oh, couldn't keep it. How long does wild shape last?
Yeah, wild shape lasts for as long as they wanted to until
It's
they
not
brought
like
down
it's
to 0
instantaneous.
HP.
You can be there for like 10 to an hour.
These are both fake Kivas.
Is Kiva still wild shaped?
No, I'd say Kiva has shifted back by now.
Which
So
one's
yeah,
holding the lantern?
2 Kivas, and there's a lantern in between them, floating midair.
Then I ask Kiva to wild shape again. That's the way we got.
And then you just see, this time you see the left one wild shape and the right one touches the lantern and it goes dark. And it's
Well, can I
just
make
like,
an attempt to try to at least hit her?
yeah, go ahead. Let's see, dexterity roll again.
Oh, can I make an attack roll?
I would say you do have to make a strength roll, just straight strength.
Okay, I crit.
Oh my god.
Okay, you tackle the one grabbing the lantern. You've now
Okay.
grappled him, but it's now dark and you don't know where the lantern is.
I don't move. I hold. I tell somebody
Alright.
get the lantern.
Contest. All right, can you roll another strength check for me?
Should be another nat.
That's another
Oh
crit.
my
I go
God.
again.
Yeah,
I'm so
you are holding on. Okay, yeah, and you're holding on, and I'd say that one of you is able to find the light, and this Kiva is just shifting constantly between the 4 of you, and the captain's standing there with a long, like with a blade, a sword that he had, and when the light comes on, he's standing over the shapeshifter, and the shapeshifter looks up with fear in its eyes, and it says, "But I," and is stabbed through the throat by the captain. And the scales, because I think of it much like I forgot her name, but from X-Men, like the scales flittering. The
You're thinking of Emma
scales.
Frost, probably.
Okay. The scales flitter, and the thing stops shapeshifting. It has the face of Kiva, an arm of Sentinel, Ulrich's legs for some reason. It has and it has Leaf's disproportional body, and it's just mangled.
I look down at it and I look down at the face and I say, "Man, that's an ugly bitch." Wow.
It does have bedhead. But yeah, no, you've killed a shapeshifter, one down.
How many were there?
You know of 2.
Actually,
Woot
Captain,
woot.
what did you want to? What did you forget to tell us?
And then he looks at all of you and goes, "I forgot to tell you to kill on sight."
Also, how'd you know exactly where the changed room was when it was pitch black?
And he looks at you, and he just kind of he laughs a little bit, and he points to his glasses. These Matilda gifted me these a while ago.
She's such a sweet woman.
Love
She
Matilda.
truly is.
Can I insight to see him if he's lying?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a 14.
He's telling the truth.
Okay, good enough.
Yep. He looks at you all, and he kind of gives Sentinel a little bit of a all right, you don't need to be asking all these questions, bro. And yeah, he heads back up front to go attend to his duties. I just dropped the dice and I have no idea where it went. He goes back up front to go attend to all of his duties. Yeah, he's he's fine with how this turned out. He's pretty happy. Oh, and he does drag the corpse back with him, by the way, so you don't gotta clean it up.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna turn and look to all of you and say, why didn't you ask a fun fact about me? Like a fact that like I would only know.
Well, they said they could copy memories.
Not all memories. Though they could copy memories, but they couldn't like copy
I
likes
did
and
try
dislikes.
asking about the compass.
That was that was a memory.
I
I'm
was
just
gonna.
saying you could have been like, what is your opinion on the French?
So fun
And
fact.
then, like,
Fun fact that shapeshifter spoke French, right? I think. Was
right, spoke
allergic to
French,
dogs. Was allergic to
allergic to
dogs.
dogs. Hated white lilies.
Yeah.
Um, hated the English.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. So many things.
and knew some guy named Luke.
Mhm. And also knew some guy named. That's funny. But yeah, no, you guys are done. One day down, 8 more to go. It's like barely time for breakfast.
Man, I'm famished.
I love bacon and eggs.
It's about this time that an attendant comes by with a cart and says, "Would you like eggs, or would you like chicken?"
That is too drastic. I mean, same like animal,
Well,
but
is it
that's
is it
I was
lunch,
thinking I
dinner,
was
or
gonna ask
breakfast
for
for you?
beef.
Is it lunch, dinner, or breakfast for you?
What hour is it? I just woke up.
That depends. Are you operating on which time zone are you operating on?
I'm pretty sure I'm operating on Elven Standard Time.
I
What's a
have no
time zone?
idea. I have no idea what
Funny.
that time zone is. I'm more talking about middle time, uh, far time, or short time.
Okay, Elven Standard Time would reckon that it's about 7:16.
Oh, that's pretty good. I think that you guys are operating on middle time.
Middle time.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Middle time.
Middle time. Okay, so it's breakfast, and they pull out the eggs, and they dish out eggs and a little bit of not so fresh, definitely GMO'd fruit.
I'm hungry.
Is it like spongy?
It's like spongy, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Bottoms up.
The flavors are melting
Yeah.
on my tongue.
They're
But yeah, you guys
melting, all
eat.
right.
You guys eat. There's a little bit of. They recommend going to the bar to drink. And they look at Ulrich and they go, "We'll always take more of your money if you want."
You got this. You can get one over on them again.
Oh dear lord.
Did you lose all your money?
He lost.
Also, why are you bald? What happened to your beautiful hair? I can't look at you.
I'm
But
bald
yeah,
and I'm poor. Yes.
the train, the train continues on. What's your game plan? What you doing? You got 8 days. One shapeshifter.
I'm gonna try to train Clove to let me know when he needs to go to the bathroom.
He already let you know by barking at you, pawing at you, and whimpering very loudly.
But I train Nutmeg to just give me a stare, and I need Clove to just be able to stare at me
That
until I
would
do it.
take you. That would take you a long time. This thing was poorly trained because of that boy that you disintegrated.
He
And
attacked me first.
well, yeah. I'd say it probably takes you about the whole day to get Clove to stop just pawing at you. You still have the barking and whimpering, but it's done from afar now. What are you guys doing?
That is epic.
Well, got one. No one knows are on here. Do we want to just like? Do we have a game plan idea?
Well, if it's gonna take our forms, everyone tell like something that like you're sure a shapeshifter would not know. Because if it's based on memories, how could we do this where like they wouldn't remember it?
Well, they have to guess your memories.
Right.
You all know the name of my club, right? I've never publicly said it during like a session, but I said it in Fun Fact before.
It's Gracie, right?
No, it's not.
Damn it. That was...
I'll be honest.
All right.
Or
Can I say
everybody
this
can
out
just
of
try and use
character?
magic.
Yeah, go ahead. Say it out of character.
It's Beatrice.
It is Beatrice.
What'd you say, Chris?
I said, or everybody can use magic.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use
At least
magic
those that
instead-
can use magic.
I can't wild shape anymore. I've done my 2 uses of it.
Oh, could we just long rest? We have 8 hours.
Yeah, you can long rest.
But
You also have other
personality needs to
spells.
learn how to pee.
It's about this time that you guys are long resting. You're hanging out, not doing anything really. What are you guys doing?
I think Sentinel actually want to check out the engine room.
Sure. The door in front of you is locked, but after some knocking, you're able to get the captain to answer. He looks at you and goes, "What do you want?"
Would you perchance let me take a gander at the engine room so I may take a look at its inner workings?
I would love to let you look at that machine, but trade secret.
I think I would sell this information. Look, these crafts are not exactly my expertise.
Um, so you wouldn't sell magic?
No, I make
And
magic.
he's gonna roll an insight check on you because you have been offered a sponsorship to sell magic, specifically stuff like this. I'll say he
Yeah,
looks at
more or
you.
less, Sentinel's attitude towards people offering is they can kind of shove it.
Well, he asks. He looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, you'll have 10 seconds. I'm gonna open this door. You're gonna have 10 seconds." Okay. And he opens the door and he literally gives you 10 seconds. You see a wonder of like wheels, pistons, gears interlocking, just like turning instant, like crazily fast. And you see like 3 gnomes jumping around, jacked gnomes, by the way, jumping around from area to area, like relieving this valve, like closing this valve.
That's
Um,
cute.
2 of them have to hop on to like turn this valve. And it's this crazy stuff to keep the thing moving. And you see another 2 gnomes shoveling what looks like coal, except it's pure purple. And they're shoveling this coal into this not furnace. It's actually what appears to be a cooler, and the coal is seeming to melt, and then feeding into this other thing that they shove into the pan. Pan does that, and then it's all of a sudden a new burst of energy. 2 more need to turn this wheel, and you just see gnomes bouncing around in these jack gnomes in these uniforms. And he then closes the
Oh
door
my god.
about the time that you recognize the gnomes.
Ah, that looks like a nightmare.
He looks at you and he goes, "Now imagine telling them that they're not getting a raise."
That's crazy.
I don't know. Hire or create automatons. I think it'd be a lot more efficient.
Here's the problem with that. Most of that is proprietary, and the, these guys are the ones who developed this so they could run it. And in the contract, they've actually forever extended the giant gnome union. It's a union that's pretty terrible. It's been knocking heads around. They threatened to assassinate the king if they didn't get a 10% wage increase over the next 3 years. Um, well, you know how it is. And he looks at you, claps you on the back, and goes, "Anyways, and you're in the
Loud
captain's
gong
quarters."
noise.
Yeah, yeah. You're in the captain's quarters, and you roll a perception check.
Yes, sir. That is a 12.
Yeah, the bed's fully made. It's nice captain's quarters, except for the fact that like the storage container is closed, but everything else is like thrown open.
What happened here?
He just looks at you and he goes, "I'm a messy liver. What can I say?" When you're running back and forth trying to tell these guys what to do, you just gotta kind of live by the brim of your hat, live by the, you know how it is, pirates code and all.
And what's in this thing? Pointing at the closed chest.
And he looks at you and his smile kind of drops. And has a grim expression. And he goes, "Precious cargo."
Yes, how insightful, precious.
Yep.
I don't suppose you'd actually care about telling me. I mean, you
Or
did come into our room saying that there's precious cargo. I think all of this, it seems like you want us to be interested.
okay, yes and no. This is a weapon of untold destruction. Um, your boy back there might know a little bit about it, but
Which one? There's currently 2 options.
well, I would say the big one, but then that doesn't really narrow it down. The smaller of the two.
The bald one.
Yeah, the bald one.
Baldy McBald face.
And he might know a little bit about it. Being a religious sort and all. But yeah. Von Rear, I can tell you this, I guess. I guess I can go ahead and tell you this. You know what? Let's go into the room so I can brief the rest. And he pulls up the chair again while you guys are eating at this point, because Sentinel is not interested in eating. He pulls up a chair while you guys are all eating. You're stuffing your faces, chewing. Von Rear, whatever you want to call him. He's the shapeshifter who I had to kill, as you know. We were transporting them as prisoners, but we were transporting something else. We were transporting what they were trying to steal. They were trying to steal. Time for me to pull this up because it's a little will reveal. They were trying to steal the scythe of Lathander, or the seeds of Lathander, whichever you want to call it. But it's called the scythe of Lathander. For most people, it looks like a scythe. Well, it's called the scythe and seeds, but it's tough to explain. It's only been talked about in fables and tall tales and all this other stuff. So we always just transport this box that it's said to be in. What it can do is well, first of all, what it looks like. It's curved from what we've heard, and it's made of pure gold with runes written on the side of it. There's a hilt, and it's obsidian. Strange. And it has these golden fractures running along it. They say Lathander had a sense of humor, light and dark, yellow and black, gold and obsidian. The scythe is said to be the key to reviving a dead god, or to killing an alive one. That's why it's called the scythe and seeds. The scythe to chop down the living, and the seeds to grow anew. We're transporting it. It needs to get to the next city. That's all.
Lark, you ever heard of this before?
Alaric, you've heard of the great weapon of Lathander, but that's it.
Okay. So I let that be known that I've heard of it. I've heard of it. I don't know much about it.
But it's had many names. You're not surprised that it's called the Scythe and Seeds of Lathander. He walks away into the captain's quarters and says, "Don't bug me again." And
I'm
then,
stealing it.
And then Santa Claus walks away, and then yeah, he's in the other room now.
Thank you for sharing as I'm waving as he's leaving.
But yeah, he is now in the room, and you hear some loud clattering as the door slowly closes behind him and then seals. Then you no longer hear noise coming from his room.
It was a nice fellow.
So we should steal it. We shouldn't. But
You shouldn't steal it.
We should know where it is.
yeah. And then we can steal it.
Or we could just like watch it in case anybody tries to steal it.
If you guys steal this thing, that's gonna be crazy.
Heist! Heist! Heist!
Heist.
He can't stop all of us.
It's about this time that a woman comes crying into your quarters and goes, are you the police?"
I pointed my sheriff's badge.
And she goes, "Quick, someone's been murdered."
Oh, where?
As a woman.
And she goes running back, a woman, and goes running back through your sleep quarters and all the way back. And 10 cars back, there appears to be a dead body. I think I said 10 cars back was the bar. Yeah. So about 10 cars back, there's a body, and a man is slumped over the bar.
Has he been stabbed or did he overdrink?
By the way, the car looks basically the same as yours, except where the table and chairs are on the bottom is just this flat bar, and on the far side are just more tables. He has a drink in his hand, and upon checking, Kiva realizes he has no pulse.
Oh,
Okay, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
dead.
This was my husband.
I think Lee still has to like shake him just to confirm. It's like, hey,
Leaf
you
picks
good,
him
buddy?
up and shakes him, and he drops and thuds to the floor.
oh my god.
I wasn't even trying to pick him up. I was just like, kind of jostle his shoulders.
I know,
little
you
bit.
shake him, and he just goes.
Wait, how past tense is this guy? How long?
I don't know. Do you want to make a medicine check? Also, Void. They're all mages, in some sort of way.
Get him out of here.
That's one of the guys that we talked to you about who has like the same voice as someone else.
Yeah. He sounds the exact same as his best friend.
Who's making the medicine checks?
I have
Not it.
a +7.
Go ahead.
Kiva's making them.
Kiva's like, this body has been dead for 7
Stand
years.
aside, I got this.
This body has been here. This person is recently dead.
Okay.
Is there any
There's-
visible blood?
No visible blood.
No
The
visible
eyes are
blood.
rolled into the back of their head, though.
All right.
Which
I
is
want
strange.
to.
Poison.
I need to talk to L woman.
A woman is sobbing and crying.
All right. Can I like pull yourself together and then?
roll a charisma check or some
No,
sort
yeah.
of
I
check.
just want to try and calm her down. Maybe so I can
Roll a
talk
calming
to her.
down check. No, I'm just kidding. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
That's what you should be good.
21.
Wow.
Yeah. This woman pulls herself together.
Awesome. We love that.
And she goes, "Yes."
Just casual. She's like, "What's up?"
What's up?
Okay. So, I need to ask you some questions here. I got to figure this out.
Go ahead.
First of all, I love Clue. Okay, so
What the hell
but
is Clue?
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When did you realize that you said your husband?
Yes, my husband. Or
Okay,
well,
when
he was
did-
my fiance.
When did you realize? When did you notice your fiance was not here anymore?
Well, you know how it is when you're talking to your fiance and you're just talking about life and what you want and all this other stuff. And he's like, "Yes, yes, I understand." And he's responding, and then they stop responding, and he just stopped responding.
But when? Like,
Like,
When?
what do you mean by that? He just that was like a little bit ago, a little while
okay,
ago.
so he was unresponsive, and you immediately came to us as soon as you realized.
Yes,
Okay,
of course.
That's good.
Well,
That's good. to
after
know.
I ran back to the previous cars looking for you.
Okay, so how long has it been?
Oh man, I had to go 20 cars back and then another 30 cars up.
We're getting somewhere.
I took a minute to take a glass of water to catch my breath, and I went ahead and took the ring off of his finger so that no one would steal it. So, um, maybe like an hour.
What? All right, an hour. Okay. Thank you. That's helpful. Awesome. An hour ago, did
Yeah,
you
well,
guys
an
order
hour and like
drinks
5 minutes now.
or did you guys order drinks or food or anything like that?
Well, obviously we ordered drinks. He ordered drinks actually. He says, maybe it's a good thing that he's dead. He said he needed drinks to listen to me yap. Um, it
Hmm.
it was not a great situation. Honestly, he was low key abusive. But yeah, you know, we we ate breakfast and I had a mimosa and he's like, "Well, it's no fair that you get to drink and I don't." And I was like, "Well, you could have had a mimosa." He's like, "Well, I wouldn't never drink a mimosa." And I was like, "Okay, then let's go to the bar." And then I was like, "Let's talk about our marriage." And I was talking to him about the wedding day, and then all of a sudden he just slumped over.
Awesome, awesome. Let me speak with my partner on this matter. Leaf, what do you think's going on here?
Oh, Leaf's got it all worked out. All right,
All right,
he's gonna
how
enter his
about
mind palace.
yeah, how about me
Down,
and
down.
you kind
Down.
of we need both of you, let's work on this. Let's talk to her. Come
So
just
Leaf grew up in the forest, right? Is
Uh-huh.
there any kind of like physical identifiers of a natural poison on the deceased's face?
I'm so glad you asked. On his face, you see little flecks of, like, first of all, he's flush. Second of all, you see little flecks of purple.
Do I know what that is?
Uh, you can roll a nature check.
Hmm. I had 16.
There are many types of poisons, and there's specifically a root type. There's different families and from different areas. There's specifically a root type that a lot of root poisons tend to show these flecks on faces.
I call over Keeve. I'm like, hey, Keeve, have you seen this stuff before?
Let me see if I've seen this before. I got a 19.
Yeah, this is God, I'm trying to come up with a name. This is cool blue thirst quencher. No, I'm kidding. This is I'd say you are looking at prof root poisoning.
Southern Comfort.
How rare is like prof root?
Prof root is very rare. It comes only from the swamps. From what you've seen, it's pretty deep hidden too. Um, prof root, like they could have left the village for a little while. Like if where you were in Luca, it's probably about 2 days ride to get to somewhere that has prof root. But if they had already had the prof root on them, it's not exceedingly rare, but it is most interesting to someone who would consider poisons. It's not the most efficient. It's not the fastest. It's not by any means considerable. It's just
is
a poison.
this something you can get off like a black market, or if you want this, you got to go get it?
Um, I'd say you could find it on a black market, but I'd say that you would have to go get it if you wanted it. Prof root also is known to be good for making a certain purple dye. Um, so
Can I? So he still has the drink in his hand, correct?
well, he's now slumped on the floor, so the drink is still on the bar. Yes.
All right. And so with a 16 on that nature check, would I know it's safe to like sniff?
Yeah, you can sniff it.
All right, I'm gonna sniff the drink, see if I can detect it.
It's a
Leaf's got a
whiskey.
good sniffer.
It's a whiskey. What'd you roll?
Oh, what do I have to roll for this?
What do you want to roll?
Strength.
That'd probably be an
Uh,
investigation.
Yeah, roll an
Anything but
investigation if you
investigate.
want.
No, wait, no, that's a -2. Will.
Actually, from now on, guys, investigation rolls.
Oh
Okay, so
boy.
you sniff
Okay,
it.
I still got a 17.
Let's see that.
Yeah, this thing smells like whiskey.
Wow.
Would I know it's like? Does it like? Doesn't have any scent?
Yeah, would we know that?
I would say that you now can tell that, hey, the poison's probably still in here. and doesn't have
We
any
take a
scent.
sip and find out.
Yeah, I would rather do a field test.
We call back the other keep it, have her drink it.
Yeah. Can I? Is there any way we can detect this thing? Like, I don't know if like I'm gonna go behind the bar.
Okay.
Does it look like any of the bottles were like opened or like did it turn? Was the drink purplish?
There's tons of no. The drink was like a normal brown. There's tons of drinks back here, tons of bottles. That you wouldn't be able to go heads for tail from tails back here, without being a bar. The person running the bar, because there is a bartender.
Mm-hmm.
A barkeep.
Dude,
It's like
where were you the moment of the murder?
The bartender is not in the room right now.
Suspicious.
it's like. Did anyone see where the bartender went?
Professor Plum is suspicious.
I was in electrical, so
Okay.
I was doing wires.
It's about this time
You
that
was poison in the bar.
it was an out of breath person comes forward and goes, "Help! Help! There's been a murder."
Beef changer.
they are popping off. Like,
Can I
Different
do
this time.
one
It's
last investigation of the bar? See if I can
Sure.
find the poison itself.
Absolutely.
I got a 14.
There is no bottle or trace of any sort of something added. The person probably added it themselves, maybe, or maybe it was like a capsule. You can't really tell. Maybe it was put in, like mixed in with the actual drink bottle. You have no idea.
I don't
You
trust
see,
anyone on this ship to hold my
you
drink now.
see, you see an 8-year-old boy saying, "Help! Help! There's been a murder."
I kill it.
I cast thunder.
All right, roll to hit.
No, no. Okay, let's follow the child, I guess.
He takes you back to
I
the
don't think
bar
I can see.
car, all the way back. Another how many cars? 15 cars back, and
Jeez. Sorry.
you see him take you back there. There's as you pass, people are kind of eyeing you weirdly, and it's interesting that this group has come here. One car is empty, the next is full with a family of like 10. It's kind of crazy, and then you get all the way to the next bar car, and a little man points you to his father, slumped over his meal. It seems he was eating chicken.
Is he purple?
And he goes, "Help my father. He hasn't gotten up. I went to the restroom and I found him like this."
You know, the last person that went to the restroom was a changeling.
Could
Are you
Can we-
investigating the scene first, or are you just?
Can I look at the man to see if he's purple or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
16.
No, it doesn't appear this man has been poisoned. That's obvious from his skin not being purple, but instead just flushed. It's also obvious from the fact that his throat is slit and blood is going down his clothes, but not onto the tablecloth.
I was fully expecting you to be like, this guy just choked.
Yeah, and on the window like port that does have a little curtain by it, you see that there appears to be some blood on the window port.
Oh god, he wrote on it.
Thanks, Sarah. Would you mind just leaving the room for a
The
little
little
bit?
boy goes. The little boy goes. But that was my dad.
Chicken man.
Was?
can I console him?
Yeah, you can
I
console
get
him.
down on one knee.
You see,
Is that like a
you hear his mom call him back into the bedroom sobbing, and dead chicken man is here, by the way. And little man goes down back through here crying and is on the bed.
Is there anything on the man's body that's related to the fiance?
He appears to be dressed very okay. All right, Dustin. He appears to be dressed very fancily, and like he's ready for business. Are you checking out the bloody window?
What color is his bow tie?
Okay.
Bow tie, purple. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
His bow tie's red because blood.
I'd like to investigate the window.
Okay.
What's going on? What's going on with
The
the
window.
window? What's going on with the window?
The window says, "We will murder one every hour each until we are left alone."
We.
When they're not pound, I'm telling
I don't
you.
know if these are the changelings. I don't want to say it's not them, but I don't want to say it is.
Yeah, because I mean, from what I heard, changelings are like forced into maybe not being the greatest of people, but I feel like they also just get a bad rap.
Yeah.
I mean, they just kill a man.
If killed
We
at
don't
least
know
two
that.
men.
Yeah,
So-
we don't know if it was the changelings that
That's
did the
true.
poisoning, because from what we've seen, every time we've encountered them, they don't really murder. It seems
Did they try to attack us last time?
no, they just tried to fuck with us. They did not try to fight us, and then when we tried to start something, they ran away.
And the other Kiva was like chill. Like I was kind of partying with her.
Hmm.
Mm.
Can I just like do like a genuine, like a general like investigation around the room and see if anything else is like weird?
Sure. Yeah.
17.
Something is weird. Uh, there doesn't appear that you haven't seen. You've been going through all these cars, and you haven't seen any crew members.
Crew members with an S. We is plural. It's the crew members. Solved.
We haven't seen it. Where are the crew members?
In electrical, that's my fault. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I mean, there's gnomes in the engine room.
Yeah,
How
but
do you
what
know they're
about
still
the?
there?
They're talking about the
Isn't your dad a
attendants.
gnome?
I don't know.
Hmm?
Isn't your dad a gnome?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he knows him?
Maybe.
They're just partying.
Well, let's go find the attendants and ask them where they've been. Like, there was no barkeep at the bar. There's no attendant here. Let's go find where they are. Is there like a staff car?
Well, you've been through the first 20 cars, so now you need to go back. I think no, you've been through 25. Now you got to go 5 more back.
I'm gonna grab my dog on the way back. I don't trust him alone.
Okay. You get about 3 cars back, and you see the staff is attending. 2 of them are attending to this family um, currently, and they're offering chicken in the meal.
Chicken wasn't poisoned, so
They're vegans. They're targeting people who eat chicken.
Yeah, totally.
it's a pita.
You caught me.
Peter,
You caught me, guys. Nah.
until we're left alone, like until like they are left alone, or until they're the only ones on the train.
It says until we're left alone.
I hate you. You could just like be
I
cool.
think they'd be entirely willing to murder everyone on the train, though. They have
that's what I'm
8
imagining.
days.
They have 8 days to kill a lot of people.
Let's see, quick calculator.
Oh god. They're gonna kill one person every hour, every day, for 8 days.
At the end of the
Help, there's been
trip,
a
they
murder.
can kill. They're
Really?
willing to
Shut
kill
up.
192 people.
That's it.
That's
Is there-
it? What?
Hold on.
How many people are on the train?
192.
193.
I think Leaf is like, now this might be a little unorthodox. However,
What if we start?
what if we get everybody in like the same group of cars?
Okay.
Like we tell everyone to evacuate to a certain set of cars so we know where they are.
Like the back
That means
5.
the back 5 or something like that. And if there is a murder while there's there, it's much more easier to
Yeah,
locate.
yeah.
Here's the problem with that. How long are you going to be able to keep like 100 people
If
in
I
5
sit in front
train
of the
cars?
door, if I sit in front of the door for how long?
If you draw angry eyes
Yeah.
on your face with crayons.
But how long are you going to be able to deny children the use of the bathroom?
Indefinitely.
We'll
make
go
sure-
to a place with a
we
bathroom.
make sure there's a bathroom.
Wait, we're not evil. We're just trying to solve a murder.
Plus, you have to counter in like sleep and people being
Sleep
upset.
on the floor.
Sleep on the floor all the
Wow,
time.
wow, we're
please
keeping
sleep
you
on the
alive right now.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
we're
wait.
able to do that.
Should we do that?
I mean,
Because like with this big of a train, it's gonna be impossible to be everywhere at once
Yeah.
Theoretically, it's possible.
if we all take different areas.
Hold on. No theoretical bias against it.
oh my god.
Wait, does anybody have that dog totem, right?
I do.
Hey, are you like is it like a familiar? Are you linked with that dog?
I want to animal friendship it so bad. I want to be its bro.
Give me a second so I can read this. Keep talking amongst yourselves.
Because like if you're able to like see through its eyes, or at least it's able to communicate psychically with you, we could put the dog in a different area. Just have like a pair of eyes at every part of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't know how good of an idea. If we do split up, it should be in pairs of 2, because if the 4 of us split up, then there's gonna be 5 of us, because there is still that one changeling around, and they seem to just love us.
Not worth it. It's not worth using the dog.
It's not what.
It's only active for 6 hours, and I can't use it again until a week has passed.
Okay. That orb is very good because like if we isolate them to a room, we put the orb up and they can't escape.
But we can only use it once a day.
Yeah, I might be a little suspicious if I summon a horse in the middle of the train.
Especially a horse that doesn't listen to you and will just like go and like.
Yeah, it just
lick.
attacks things. It just attacks.
Yeah, the nightmare. I don't think
if
it's any
something
illusion.
if something tries
We get my
to
animal friendship
fight
fix.
it, if something tries to fight it, it'll just fight it, and then that's all. That's all it does. That's all he does. He
Well-
does listen. He does listen to me and party members.
It's
But
about
that's it.
this time that the mother comes out and says, "If you would, please leave me to tend to my husband."
Divine Smite.
I'm just kidding. Oh wait. Sorry, you guys are in a different car. They're like,
Yeah.
they're serving the chicken, they're serving the breakfast, and they're like, all right, if there's nothing that you need, we need to head back to the dining car.
Dining car, huh?
Is
Do you
there
know where the bartender is?
But yeah, I was tending bar earlier. What's up?
which bar?
Sorry, top bar.
Is Top Bar the one that we were at? Okay. What do you know about a man that goes by the Drunk Man?
What? Are you talking about the guy I was served drinks earlier this morning? There were like 3 of them.
How about the one with the fiance?
How about the one that died?
One of them died?
Okay, so one of them was poisoned, and we were
By
wondering
what? By a drink.
in their drink, and you were the bartender. We're not assuming anything.
Yeah, no. I'll stop you right there. I did not poison anybody, first. Second, I gave him his drink and go, sir, make sure you're not going behind the bar. Sir, make sure you're not going behind the bar. But these guys, they don't listen, and they go behind the bar anyways, and they pour themselves a drink. And they're like, well, as long as I leave you the money on the table, it's fine, right? No, it's not. We get sued over that kind of thing.
Why don't you stay at the bar then?
Because I have to serve the guests their breakfast. I stay at the bar for a little bit, and then I switch shifts. We have to be available to them 24 hours, and we are down 2.
Down 2.
This ship
Down
is
2.
cheap if they have to have one person do so many jobs.
Who are
Yeah,
the 2
well,
that
yeah,
are down?
Yeah, it really is. The 2 that are down, well, it's a sad thing, but as you know, all of the crew members were accounted for, right?
Right.
Well, last night, guess who didn't show up for the shift?
Okay.
The couple.
A couple.
Yeah, the two guys who were like, yeah, well, we were with each other and it was a fun time last night, haha. Those guys? Yeah.
Oh,
Turns out
those guys.
turns out they were lying.
Who are these men?
Turns out they were lying.
The
So,
one
and
guy with the really nice hair that I
turns
The
out
man and
they
his
were lying.
roommate.
The man and his roommate, yeah.
Yeah, the man and his
Can
roommate.
we have their names?
Sure. I think,
Frankie and Grande.
dude, Will forgets. So I'll say Jean Paul and Jacques.
Jean-Paul and Jacques. Okay. Are their uniforms still in like?
Yeah, literally
I-
everything else of theirs is just in their bunks. But they never showed up for their shift last night.
Do you have extra uniforms?
No. Well, I guess well now we do. If you're like a size medium.
I think
Wait.
it's-
Yeah,
Well,
too big for Kiva, too small for Alaric, and probably only Sentinel might be able to squeeze in.
Okay.
all
out of-
right, Sentinel.
do we only look for people in medium uniforms? If they only have medium extras? Do we only really like? I mean, they could shapeshift anyone. However, if they're posing as crew members, and they need to, like, I mean, they could just copy their clothes, right?
But but it. Are you saying that the two men are the two shapeshifters?
I'm saying they might have been killed by shapeshifters, and the shapeshifters are now taking their place, or doing whatever they do.
Each other.
Yeah.
But wouldn't there only be one shapeshifter then?
Can't believe he goes.
And
"We
one
had
of them
four."
was me. So then,
Well,
Can't
we
believe
only
he
two
goes,
that we
"What?"
know of.
We know
Two that
when I,
we know of.
when
There
I
could
was
be more.
talking to the guy with the really nice hair, he was
Is
like,
there
"We
more? I
had
thought,
point."
It's unknown if there's more.
Yeah,
We know
you
of at
did.
least two.
oh god damn it. Okay. So we know there's at least one on the
I think
ship.
that was Jacques.
Okay.
He got straight to the point.
Yeah, Jean Paul
So-
seems like the guy who was up top, all disoriented.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Hmm.
Is the bartender guy still just standing at the door waiting for us to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
anything?
He's like, are you?
Can,
are you
can we
moving?"
ask him who was on shift like an hour ago or whenever the hell the guy died?
That was me. I told you I transitioned to the meal cart. We don't leave the bar open for the
Did
whole
you
time.
see? Did you
Who
happen
took
to
your
catch
place?
anyone to?
No one. So the bar is open for select hours. It's open for breakfast, and then we close for when we actually serve breakfast, right? For these bat cars, it's a little bit of a shift change. So you guys have breakfast, and it's like a 3 hour long breakfast, right? You guys have breakfast in the first hour, and the back end of the train has breakfast in the last hour, and the middle section has breakfast in the middle hour. So in the front car, we're open for the first hour and a half, and then the back bar is open for the second hour and a half.
Huh.
And it's when I say open, I mean I'm making drinks down to the last minute, you know? Which is why I told the guy, don't reach around. Even if you are trying to get a drink, don't reach around and get a drink. I will be back here in a little while.
Okay.
I'm
How
gonna.
How much time has passed since the last murder, by the way?
You never asked the little kid how long his dad had been murdered.
This is true.
Ugh.
He said
We
he
just
said
be
he
le-
went to the.
Is the
Who
blood
knows how
still
long that kid was in the
flowing?
bathroom?
Yeah, like how fresh was
blood was like pooled at this point. You don't. It's not like gushing, but it's like pooled.
So it's still dripping.
so like 10 minutes.
It's not dripping from him, but it's dripping from the table to the ground.
Okay, so he's been dead for at least
10 minutes.
I don't know how much it takes to bleed out from like a slit neck.
I
It's
shouldn't look that
pretty
up. I'll
quick.
get on a
I
watch.
think it's
list.
pretty quick because it's right on the artery. So like maybe like 20 more than a little more 20 minutes.
Oh, fun fact: his throat is slit vertically.
Oh, that's even worse. So that's much
And
quicker.
inefficient.
So the people know
Experienced
how to
killer.
kill.
They're kind of talented. Wait. Do you think I can like flirt up the killer? Have it be like every terrible killer X reader on any website you've ever seen.
Vertically.
Yeah.
That's wouldn't you die from wouldn't you die from like suffocation that way? You just wouldn't be able to
No,
breathe.
no, actually, so
It's
if you
quicker.
go horizontally, you die from suffocation. If you go vertically, you bleed out like within seconds.
So it's the other way around.
Hmm.
Is there any? So we went back 10 cars, and then we went forward 15.
No. Okay. You went back 10 cars. You went back 5 to the bar, 10 to the next one, and then you went back another 5 to get to the next bar.
So 5 away, someone died. 10 away, someone died.
Would this
What's
be 20 away now?
or would it be 15?
Wait, is it every 5 cars that someone died in?
It's it's
It was
15
5
cars
car.
apart. 15 cars apart that people have died.
So let's go another 15 cars and see what's up.
Nope. Train ends and 10 cars here.
Is there
You're
15 car?
you're about 3 cars back when you find the staff. So you have 7 cars left.
Is there another 50 cars, 15 from like the first murder?
Oh wait, sorry. No, you have 2 cars left. You're back in the bar. The bar was 10 back. You went 25 total to the next bar. Then you had 5 left. And you went 2 more. Yeah, so they're finishing up their rounds.
Okay, so then
Just treat it like it's Mizon's castle.
because all good murderers are full of themselves, so they make a little like a Fibonacci sequence because they think they're just so cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Kiva logic for you. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna like take some notes on like
So
where
10
they
and 25. That's what you need to know.
10 and 25. The cars.
um Huh, okay. Do we just want to go back to like our cart and just like puzzle it out? Like puzzle it out?
Until somebody comes back to us for another murder.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
will be like
10
I
and
feel like
25.
we're just kind of figuring out how people died and not getting much information, and then besides that the 2 guys didn't show up.
oh man. Yeah,
Mm,
I think honestly just going back to the cart until we get more information. I mean like if someone dies and I get there within a minute, I can revive them. So but I also have an animate dead spell, and I've been
Uh-oh.
really itching to use it.
So you guys head back to your car. You get you're heading back. It's about midday when you get back. It's almost time for the lunch. Um, and there's a letter on the bed addressed to Kiva.
Oh my god, I have a secret admirer. I'm gonna open it and read it.
Kiva, we've been watching you. I know that you have murdered my friend. He was your admirer. Well, they were your admirer, I guess. Von Ree, our leader, has us here for one reason. We are here to steal the seeds in the scythe of Lathander. If you tell any of your companions about this, I will kill your dog.
I don't know if you're listening to me, but let it be known I didn't kill them, by the way. Like, I was partying with them. Like, we were kind of chill.
P.S.
So,
P.S. P.S. I will disguise myself as you and come back later. When the lights go out, duck.
I'm gonna fold that note and I'm gonna, like, shove it into my bag of holding. Because
Hey,
I don't.
weird thing. Where's Clove?
He took Clove
I
with
took
him.
clothes with me.
Yeah.
No, you put Clove down and Clove's gone.
Do you have sense with him?
Um, That is the one creature of my arsenal that I do not. That is the one that's, like, not a familiar.
Are you telling us about the letter?
No. I'm not losing my little dog.
There's a letter for
Wait.
you too, Alaric.
Well, because like
Read the fucking letter.
The letter says, "Hello. We realize that you are a follower of Tyr. I'm aboard, and I'm worried that my wife is going to kill me. If I die, I have instructed this young boy to take forward a letter to you.
You mean fiance? Is that person?
Nope, says wife.
Oh,
Oh.
from that guy. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna let everybody else know that. I'm just gonna bring that to the attention of everybody else.
Huh. Can I summon Nutmeg and have him start sniffing around for like a trail?
Sure.
Okay. Let me pull him up. The
Nutmeg
OG.
alerts to the chest in your room.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to it and like see what's up with it.
It's the other rectangle to your right. You open the chest and you see a crumpled body of and it's pretty sad, but you see a crumpled body of a young woman. Disfigured and the face has been torn off.
Huh.
Is there anything
Hey guys.
identifying on her, like clothing?
She's been stripped almost completely naked. Her hands have been chopped off and into several pieces, and her face has been literally ripped off.
Okay. That's huh. Is there anything else on this woman? Like a note or something?
You see that blood has been written on the lid of the chest, and it says, "One left."
Left. One left? Are they only
One
gonna
more
kill
person. These people are like connected in some way. Or wait. So like the clothes on the father that was killed. I found nothing like a business card, a title.
No, nothing on him, nothing to identify him.
Anything like a badge.
No, he was dressed for business. His stuff was in the other room.
I might go to that other room and just if
You see the
like
mother holding her child, and the child is crying, and the mother is crying, and she says, "Get out," to you.
and I point at the badge.
And she goes, "I
I'm
don't
like,
care. Get out.
police
You failed
business.
to." She goes, "You
I don't
failed to
move.
protect my husband. You failed to protect my husband. Please get out. I will
I say
call
no.
the card attendants. I will call the card attendants on you."
I keep walking.
You don't leave. You just keep going.
I'm just trying to solve a crime. Like
She presses a button,
I feel
and
bad.
the card attendants show up and go, "Yes, what's the problem?" She goes, "This person is not leaving me alone. This is my car. I
I
paid
point at the
for it.
badge.
They are
We're
not
under the
leaving me alone."
captain.
He looks at you and he goes, "Then you and I can have a talk with the captain." And he shuffles you out through the front door and goes, "This way, please."
You could have totally just been like, "Do you want your child to be next?" Like,
Yeah, like
it's literally.
So
I say
they
that.
take
Do you
you.
want your child to
They
be next?
and
Oh.
he grabs you by the arm and goes, "Sir, that's enough." As she starts sobbing even more, and the child pales. Um, they take you through to the next cart and they take you up to the captain. They knock on the captain's quarters and the captain goes, "Yes, what's the problem?" They go, "Your big giant here is messing with the customers." And
I
he
I
opens the
explained to
door.
him what happened behind closed door.
He opens the door though, and he goes, "What's the so you there's a grieving widow whose husband's body is still in the other room. The son is the one who found it, and you thought it would be a good idea to not even knock."
We were trying to solve the shapeshifter problem.
I understand, and I want to kill them just as much as you do. They've killed my crew members. They've killed so many people.
I'm just worried more people are going to die, and I feel for her. However, I can't
Absolutely,
just let more people
absolutely, and
die.
you should investigate. but you should also have a little bit of tact. Just a little, please. And he walks back to the cart, and the attendant goes, "What should I do with him?" And the captain says, "Just one moment." And the captain goes back there, and then he comes back, like holding the mother and the child, and goes, "Please join me in my cart," and invites them into his car, and then yeah, no, you are free to investigate now. They're no longer in there.
Okay, I investigate the father's room.
Okay, yeah. There's a few business cards letting you know that he was a pretty prominent blacksmith. He primarily dealt in magical weapons, and understanding how to make high-level magical weapons. He has a little bit of a diary. You can tell from the diary that he was on his way to meet an appraiser in the city that you guys are coming upon, where he was going to appraise some magical weapons for them and understand it.
So that's the guy that could have something to do with the weapon.
Mhm.
So, do we know anything about the drunk dead one, the other dead guy?
You didn't really investigate anything because the child had run in.
Can I know? Do I know which room his fiance's in?
Yeah, sure. His fiance's still in the room with the body, and she's kind of still crying over it. And you come to her, and she looks up at you and says, "What?"
And I'm okay. I'm gonna try a different approach. I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry. It's like, is there anything like, could we investigate like your room, see if anything that's gonna be like linked to another murder that just happened with your
Yes,
fiance?
just do whatever you need to do. Just to find the people who did this.
All
And
right.
she she kind of lets you do whatever. You understand that her fiance was a prominent banker, um, who was a recent part of an up and coming group that had recently been consolidating funds for the kingdom and maybe relocating. He appears to have been a younger man, clearly part of some sort of company and sent out here to vouch for that company. It appears in his journal.
Uh,
I can't think of any correlation with the changelings though.
Morally good people.
Well, we don't know that about that they were good people.
No, we don't. But like, how much time has passed, by the way?
It's been about an hour since you have talked to the wife and daughter, or since the sun has come bursting in.
Okay, so then like any second now, there's gonna be a character. Well, you're not with us, are you? You're how many rooms are you away?
Um, a good amount. I'm in the other room.
Okay.
It's about this time that Kiva comes walking up to you, Leaf, and says, "How's the investigation?"
Going good.
Listen,
I'm
listen, Leaf. I'm gonna tell you something. And she hands you the letter. And she starts crying and goes, "I don't know what to do. My dog. My dog."
yeah. Okay, so man, how Leaf feels, but after the experience this morning, and he knows he's alone, um, he's gonna be a bit it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, you always talk, yeah, it's terrible when like a pet gets threatened. You know, you always have that owl. What's his name
What?
again? I always keep
What
forgetting.
owl? What? What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hmm. Yeah, and I grapple.
I also
No,
agree. What owl?
It's a
no.
Kiva
Kiva
has
doesn't
an
have
owl
an
named
owl.
It was not
Roger.
an owl.
It's not a
No, that
Roger.
is
I
not an
lied.
owl.
It's a pigeon.
It's a
He's
pigeon.
a pigeon.
Yeah, Kiva
Yeah,
has no owl. You do not suspect this
I
person.
thought you were saying owl so that okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I thought.
Kiva
Okay,
has
I'm
no
sorry.
owl.
I thought. Yeah, I asked out when the mic was off. Sorry.
You're good. Kiva has no owl. This
Hmm.
person's telling the truth. She grabs the letter and runs up to the next car ahead of you and is crying, back towards your normal cars.
I follow her.
Okay. It's these doors. You know how they work. They basically open, and then as soon as they close, they have to compress and then decompress. It's so that if someone were to open one of these transitionary hatches, it would maybe separate the cars, but wouldn't kill the people inside, um, as soon as possible. So yeah, Kiva's a few cars ahead of you when she disappears.
What's up?
Kiva disappears. About 3 or 4 cars from your normal car. She could have just gotten ahead of you though. So if you continue to your normal car, you will find Kiva there with Nutmeg.
All right, I'm gonna go back to my normal car and then talk to her about the letter.
What letter? What are you
Well,
talking about?
you came up to me and gave me a letter talking about how the changelings were gonna kill Clove.
What? Nah, that's not. You're crazy. That's not gonna happen.
Hey
But
Kiva, that sounds like something an imposter would say. How would Leaf know about the letter? You didn't tell Leaf about the letter.
Leaf, I want to ask you a very fair and honest question.
Yes.
Who does that ring pertain to?
Who does that ring pertain to?
Yes.
I don't know. Though I married the forest. However, you told me you saw a vision back when we were with the djinn that the person was wearing the same ring. I'm very confused about it. I did it because I wanted to marry the forest itself, but I don't know who it really belongs to now.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna call the other two over as well. Only because it's fair to be suspicious. But that is that. Yeah, he wouldn't. Huh. Hmm. What are your thoughts on bullies?
I hate them.
That's Leaf.
It's about this time that another Leaf walks in and says,
As
I just got done investigating that, and then looks at the other Leaf and tries to grapple him immediately.
okay, can I pop rage?
I would
Because my
say I
because
would
my
say
rage is distinct.
you are reacting to being grappled, so make a strength check.
Strengths.
Strength save, I think.
Oh, I got an 11.
I would like to
Okay.
intercept that.
It's around the time that you walk in that you see Leaf tackle Leaf Ulrich, and he looks down and says, I got one.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So is is one leaf very obviously got a hold of the other, and one is struggling more than the other, is what I'm getting at here.
One has the other and has one on lock. Kiva,
Okay.
you are very suspicious of both Leafs, and I'll say this. One Leaf came to you knowing about the letter, and the other Leaf said that he just got back from investigating. Do think what you will, but
Okay, so whichever one is on top here, whichever one is actively winning this grappling match, I'm gonna try and get him off of the other one. Because
okay.
in hopes that the last time this happened, Leaf didn't immediately jump to violence and trying to hold someone
Okay,
down.
go ahead and make a grappling check.
Am I grappling? I'm not grappling. I'm
Plus
just trying to get him
guidance.
off.
I would
So, do you want me to?
say,
You still want me to do grappling, or do you want me to?
yeah,
Because I'm not
grappling
trying to.
strength.
Okay. Okay.
Strength check.
Yeah.
Guidance.
It's 12
Don't you forget that 1d4.
and 1d4. So
I'm
12,
bountiful, really. I'm humble too.
14.
You are not able to pull this Leaf off, but he lets go willingly.
Okay.
And he says,
Okay.
listen, you know that I hate bullies, but the captain mentioned something about them having a backstory, and and he turns to you, Leaf, and he goes, "Listen, if you just change back to something other than me, it'll be okay. I mean, we just won't tell the captain.
All right. Where
All
are
right.
we in? Are we in the?
You will have to go to jail though, because I'm sorry, but you have bullied some people. I know you're bullied, but you will need to go to jail for a little bit. We'll try and hide you as much as possible, so you don't
Are
die. Because I don't want to
are
kill
we in
people. I don't like
a?
killing people.
Are we in like the bed chambers right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I look at one leaf and I tell him to sit on that bed. I look at the other one, tell him to sit on that bed.
I do what he says.
Yeah, the Leafs sit on the beds.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna ask Kiva to go over to one of them and just talk to him. Not in any particular way. I just need to talk to one without the other paying attention to what I'm saying.
Before I do that, can I have Nutmeg sniff them both?
Yeah, Nutmeg smells both of
Smith.
them, and is just kind of tired and sleepy. It's been a long morning for Nutmeg, especially after she had I don't know if Nutmeg's a she or a he. It's been a
It's a
long
guy.
morning. Yeah, it's been a long morning for Nutmeg after he got spawned in, ate a lot of food, and is now about to hit a food coma in a nice way.
Oh, my baby angel. Okay, I'm gonna walk to the one on the green bed.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna walk down to this leaf down here, hanging out, doing his little thing, and I'm going to ask this leaf. Hey man, listen. It's kind of I'm like blanking. I can't remember too well. Do you remember that one time when we were on the horses, just kind of traveling, and you know, me,
Yes.
you, and we kind of went back and had a chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember what we talked about?
Leaf, what was that chat about?
Wait, is this me or the other leaf?
I want you to just answer, not knowing.
But with that, but I thought they don't. Okay, so the chat we had was talking about our both our shared pasts, and like how I see a lot in Alaric, and just like trying to help, like hey, I'm your friend, I'll always be for you, here for you.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. And do you remember when Kiva came back and she was like, I understand that too, because
Kiva wasn't there. Kiva was up ahead.
you're right. Okay, yeah. You just want to sit tight. I'm gonna go over there just real fast. I'll be back. I'm gonna
Actually,
walk
I
over
have
to
an
the other
idea.
one. Go on.
Leaf, whichever one is your usual, could I hold on to the glowing orb just for safety?
Sure. And I give him the orb.
Which one walks up?
Which one
Well,
walks up? The one on the. Which one are you talking to first, Alaric?
The one on the bottom. So the one on
Okay.
Sentinel's right.
The one on Sentinel's right walks up and begins to. You're going through your bag to pull out the orb.
I have the happy haversack.
Yep. The one on the green bag says sure. Gets up, does the exact same thing, and they both produce an orb.
Interesting. Duplication glitch.
Hey, now put it on the ground and
So
walk away.
they both put their orbs on the ground and they walk away.
You are stretching a lot what the changeling is capable of doing.
No, just wait.
I try to activate both orbs at the same time.
One of them comes on and the other doesn't.
Which one
Which
doesn't
one?
turn on?
That's a great question. The bottom one turns on.
Okay.
Top one's the fake.
No. The bottom one's the fake because we use it in the same day and it can only charge once a day.
That was the previous day.
No, it was the same day.
No, it was
It
the
was
previous day.
It was the previous day. You're right. Okay,
Okay.
so we're suspicious of the top one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't make it known. It
Okay.
just happened. So I'm gonna
Leaf
ask.
is at the bottom. Well, my Leaf, he's just like itching just to throw his club at the imposter.
So I'm gonna walk over to Kiva, let them finish their conversation, and then ask Kiva to go talk to the other leaf on the other side of the room.
Okay.
And I'm like, what's What's good, Leaf? What's poppin', Slime?
5 minutes ago. Actually, no. Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
I don't like that you mentioned time period. Hey, you doing all right? You feeling okay?
Yeah, feeling
I
fine.
meant I meant Leaf wise. Oh, you're talking to me now. Forgot. Yeah, but you did you just come back from investigate? What were we doing? What were you doing?
I was I just got sorry, I just got done investigating. It was pretty bad. The captain just yelled at me, so that was awful. Right in
Yeah,
front of
I'm
all of you.
sorry.
And then I went back there and was investigating the chambers when
Mm-hmm.
it was weird. I thought I could swear I saw like a leaf ahead of me, but I just figured that I was like, oh well, I'm probably just getting paranoid and well, yeah, you know,
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of trees look like me.
I got you. And yeah, you're a big boy. But so do you like your badge, by the way? Do you remember when we were
Yes,
in
my
that?
anti-bullying badge.
Yes, your anti-bullying badge. Yeah. So do you remember when we were in that town? Uh, and we had to go into the uh anti-bullying station, and we had to, you guys had to take care of the stuff in there, all that. Uh, how'd you the badge you're wearing right now? How'd you
Hmm.
get that badge?
Well, I was given it by the sheriff.
Yeah, you're the anti-bullying badge that you were given by the sheriff.
Hmm.
Uh huh. Out of I'm speaking above game here. Is this the one that is he wearing the one that he made or the one that he actually got?
Leaf.
Well, Leaf is wearing the one he made.
Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. I just wanted to double check. I just wanted to make sure because I mean you were pretty happy when he gave that to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, he told me that it was for people who don't like bullies, so I gave the one. So he gave me one, and then you can see Leaf thinks for a second and goes, and then well, there was a lot of people, right? So I think Kiva
Hmm.
took the one that he gave us, and then I made the one that he gave me.
Okay, so so the one you're wearing is the one that you
Well, he gave
made.
it to me. Like he gave me the anti-bullying status.
The stat. So you have the. I got you, but the badge you're wearing, you made.
Yeah. No, I mean he gave it to me.
Okay, so I got you. Um, I'm gonna walk over to the leaf on the bottom down
Mm-hmm.
there, talking to the real what
Yeah,
I
Hudson, check your phone.
perceive as the real leaf right
I
now.
did.
Yeah, we
And
can.
Would you mind if I do something first?
go for it.
I want to cast Levitate
Uh-oh.
on the top leaf,
Okay.
and I
Uh,
kind of want to suspend him where he's kind of like between the floor and the ceiling where he can't push off anything.
so Leaf's arms, he's kind of like he's able to touch the ceiling pretty easily, and the bed, and he's just kind of like, "What's up, Sentinel? What are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Are we taking this long? It's him. His orb did not glow.
Yes.
Can I make it? Oh,
I'm gonna
I
walk up.
mean, Leaf on the bottom. Go hit him.
You don't
Yeah,
know that.
I'm gonna walk up to Leaf.
Also, Will, it's a con 15 save
Con
for
15 for the
levitate.
levitate. Okay,
Yeah,
he passes.
crap.
I'm gonna walk up to Leaf on the bottom and be like, "It's him. It's I'm on your side here."
all right. I'd like to throw my club.
We
Go
don't
ahead.
know.
Go ahead. Throw your club.
Sentinel is very confident it's the Leaf out the top,
I'm just gonna.
and he's not going to feel bad if he's wrong because he knows he's not.
That's a 21. Now
Okay, Leaf, what's your AC?
18.
Okay. Yeah, Leaf, the imposter Leaf hits you with his club.
Wait, no. What? No, wait.
Will,
Okay,
you are
now
cheating so much in this. I'm going to tell you that now.
I'm lodging a complaint because the changeling wouldn't know. they have some sense of memory, but something would have been wildly off.
Leaf, the imposter Leaf, is throwing his club at you. It's like mirrored.
Oh,
It's mirrored.
mirrored.
Yeah.
So, wait. Does
So you hit each other.
right?
Roll your
And so that
damage.
Or at least make it so the imposter rolls with his normal thing
take
to see whether or not he hits.
No, he does. He did.
Above an 18.
all right, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
recall it. I'm gonna recall it because he would not have that ability to recall.
His does not recall, and you recall yours. And hey, guys, it's pretty obvious. The top one is the imposter.
Wow.
Jump him!
And darkness.
Not like we already discovered this.
Wait, was
The orb is still on, by
Yeah,
the way.
the orb
Yep.
is still on.
And what did it require to recharge?
A day.
but it's a
Yeah,
time did
You
pass.
used it this morning. You killed an
I
imposter
thought we used it
this morning.
yesterday.
That was
I thought
yesterday.
we killed the other imposter yesterday.
Yeah.
You had breakfast. The captain came in and said, "Oh, there's one more thing I have to tell you," and then stabbed the imposter through the throat. It's mid-afternoon now. The top one didn't turn on. They stole the actual orb and replaced it with a fake.
You are cheating so much.
I'm not. I'm being dead honest with you. If you watch the playback, it has not been a whole day. It's been one day.
Okay, so there's darkness, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna duck.
Okay.
It's gonna politely duck because I don't know what's going on.
As you duck, you hear a little bit of a and a thud, and the room is lit, and the Leaf is dead on the ground. The imposter Leaf is dead, shot in the throat.
Is anybody when he dies? Is the darkness still there?
The darkness goes away, and you hear the door to your chamber close.
What? It was like a gunshot? Was it like a arrow?
Hey Kiva, you hear it's around this time that you hear a little noise from under your bed.
I'm gonna
Now that you've ducked to the ground, it's a little loud. It appears that, oh my gosh, Clovis has been locked in this chest this whole time.
under a chest under the bed.
Under the bed that I mentioned earlier when I said chest under the bed, as well as one out in the open.
Cool.
Clove licks your face and then sees the dead body and pees on it.
Okay.
Honestly, Clove, I love you. You're perfect. No, stay over here where I can see you.
By the way, Leaf, you only took 1 damage from your mirror club being thrown at you because it is a simple item.
All right.
Oh, something that you should note: the changeling's bag is still out.
Can we investigate it?
Yeah. If
Who's
you
the
want to make an
fake?
Arcana roll on it, you can.
Oh, I have good Arcana.
Let me do it. Never mind.
Okay.
Kiva got
I mean,
one?
I got a 19.
Kiva, you're looking at this bag, and it appears that when you put it on, it resembles the bag that you think looks the best / want to wear the most. You wish this bag looked like this, and that's what it looks like.
This is cute. Wait, this is so cute.
Can I?
Is there anything in it?
Yeah. So you reach into it, and you pull out a little pencil.
A pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like paper or anything here?
Yeah. You reach into it, and you pull out a little pencil.
Now I have 2 pencils.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to reach in again?
Sure.
You pull out a lantern. Oh my god! And it turns on.
Can you roll an Arcana?
I did. I got a 19. Can I roll another Arcana check?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay, I got a 16.
It's weird. It's almost like these items are like when you pull them out, it's like a copy of the other item, except it's not really the other item. It just is like kind of the other item. And then when you reach in again, it's that same, the item is still there.
Right.
Is this just a minor illusion?
Mm-mm. Anyone who wants to, you can spend like an hour or two on this bag and see what it can do, what it can't do if you want.
Sure.
Okay. If whoever's doing that could give me an Arcana roll, investigation roll, whichever works.
Do you want
I'll
me to
do it
Okay.
Yeah, I have -2 on both.
because I have +7 in both.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Arcana.
So
Okay.
it takes you about an hour and a half, and you discover that, hey, this is basically just a bag of duplication. So it can just like very simply, you put an item in, you pull an item out. You know what I mean? If you like, so you hold the bag here. If you put the pencil in and then pull the pencil out, you would originally pull the original pencil out, but then you would reach back in and you could pull another pencil out, but then this time it's different. It doesn't have the same effects. So it wouldn't have the same magical effects, but if you put like a lantern in, then you would get a lantern out that turns on once every day. You know what I mean? It's not that it does anything, it just would turn on every now and then.
You ruined my plan of making 2 bags of holding. Granted, I can still make another one anyway, but I didn't have to bother spending something.
Can I take Alaric's dad's horn out of my pocket? Not my
Okay.
pocket, my bag,
Okay.
and put it in.
So very quickly, as you're putting it into the bag, the tip of the horn begins to flake apart as you put it through that initial place.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it out.
Okay, so you now have a flattened, no longer sharp. It's now flattened off a little bit, and
Okay,
you've killed. And also, guys, round of applause for you guys. You have killed 2 of the things of the changelings.
Honestly, we haven't killed a single one. Somebody else
Yeah,
has been
so
taking our kills.
the fact that you're celebrating it worries me.
Can I make Can I make like an investigation roll? Wait, no, we said these changelings couldn't copy anything that's not humanoid.
Yeah.
So it's Clove.
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, it is Clove. And you hear a little knock at the door, and it's right there. But we're going to take a bio break, ladies and gentlemen, because we are coming back for another hour. Good for one more hour. To investigate the mystery of the murder aboard the Capital Direct. Is it the changelings? I wonder what's happening. We'll be right back.
Let me hear you say it again.
Angels have no thoughts. My hours are slumbering. 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 Angels have no thoughts.
And with that, we are back. We're gonna go ahead and start a little bit. Dustin's running a little late on the break, but it's okay. yeah, what are you guys wanting to do?
So you said the changeling got shot, right?
Yep, Changeling's been shot in the neck.
Is it with a bullet? Is it an arrow? Is it
I didn't do
No,
it.
with an arrow.
all right?
It's a very small
Um,
arrow.
could I identify what gun it could have been from, or
Yeah.
what kind of armament could be from?
It looks like maybe from a hand crossbow.
All right, I think I share that with the group and say maybe look out for somebody with a hand crossbow, or like somebody who might have one.
Hmm.
All right.
So yeah,
Oh, he's back.
he's back. Let's
The
see if
prodigal son
he's,
returns.
except he's not back. His son's his chair's just spinning now. Yeah. So yeah, you tell everyone to be on the lookout for a hand crossbow, and that's what the weapon appears to have been. Um. Yeah. You guys do anything else?
Has anybody been murdered within the past hour?
Doesn't appear so. No one's coming back for you.
They lied. The cowards. They couldn't even keep their own promise.
Oh, last time I checked, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. So, these simpletons.
We bring the dead body to the captain.
Sure. You go into the. This is gonna be interesting, guys. You head into the captain. You knock on the door first, right? Assuming.
Leaf, would you mind carrying the fake?
The fake.
Yeah. By the
Mhm.
time you are carrying the fake, it's a mix of many different people.
Hmm.
Let's bring our little gift to the captain.
All right. So then we go into the captain's.
Yeah. So you knock on the captain's door. Leaf is carrying the fake, and the captain peeks his head out and goes, "Yes."
We have a gift
And,
for you.
and he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, please bring him in," and opens the door. And you see an empty but very well made bed, as well as some thrown open drawers. Yeah, and there is a lockbox that's near the drawers that is also like it looks like the metal on it has been worn away for quite some time and looks like it's been worked on.
Is everything good in here? Like,
Oh yeah, by the way, the special cargo's in that box if anyone's interested.
Yes, special cargo on that box. Yes, everything's good. Is there you wanted to give me the body so I could dispose of it, of course.
yeah.
Well, like that one's been trying to be forcefully entered into. Isn't that safe in your custody?
Yeah, it is safe in my custody. That's why I have it. Many people have tried to break into it, of course, thieves. And, we find them and we take care of them.
Here, I can fix that if you want me to. Make it a little bit less
Ah,
worn
no,
down.
no worries. It actually it's very interesting. It's one of those things that I like to tell my tales. I was like, oh, this scratches when this guy tried to steal it. This scratches when Vonry tried to break into it.
I'm sure he can strengthen it while still having those like scratches on it.
I mean, if you would like to do that, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that just in case.
Okay. Yeah, you mend it up a little
Because
bit,
if he's
but
lying, it'd be totally funny just to spite him if he's been making progress on it.
yeah. Well, you're able to fix it a little bit. It doesn't appear that there was actually any real structural damage. So yeah, I mean, not too much to mend, but yeah, you're able to fix a few scars that might have been detrimental here or there. So
There we go. Now your cargo is a little bit more safe.
he looks at you and he goes, "Thank you, but I truly do believe that it's safest with me here in this room."
Yes, in your very messy room that you've somehow neglected to clean up.
Whoa.
That's just me.
Hey, I love your glasses. Who got them for you?
Matilda did.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one of the.
Yeah.
It was one of our anniversary gifts.
Yeah, you two are so very happily married.
No, we're not. What are you talking about, young son?
Oh, sorry. I made an error.
You suspect me of being one of them.
Look.
Yeah,
I
so
think I
don't
go in
kill.
front of the party just because if he does to do something, he runs right into me.
His face
But
drops. His face drops, and he looks at you and he goes, "Good. You should. You shouldn't trust anybody."
I just want to know why the scratches on the box. That's what threw us off.
I told you that it's just the battle scars.
I I
mean, it's
mean,
not like you're bringing the box into wars using it as a shield. You shouldn't be getting that many battle scars on it.
Well, when you carry a box that is fabled to have this awful, awful artifact in it, and people have gone to war for this artifact, and the box has never been opened, and yes, of course, it's bound to have its scratches. This box is old.
It's never been opened, and how do we know the true artifact is in there?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm asking it.
Oh, that is the question. I don't. No one knows.
huh.
Now, why did the change things want it?
Well, they believe that with the weapon, they can they can bring back their god.
So the changeling's god is Lysander.
Wait, what? What
It's
kind of
not
weapon is
Lathander.
it
You
again?
can revive any dead god with this weapon. What'd you say?
But the only one that's currently dead is Lysander.
Well, they worship this. They believe their god to be dead. They believe to be persecuted. They can use the scythe to cut down their, well, godly. He does this enemies, and they can use the seeds to regrow their god.
What kind of weapon was it again?
It's a scythe, a golden scythe with an obsidian hilt. Beautiful.
Pretty.
Do you have the mechanism to open this box?
No, no one does. The only people who do are from the fortress.
Huh. Well, I have two dogs I gotta get back to, so I'm a head out, y'all.
Understandable.
I look around. Is there any signs of a hand crossbow?
Nope. You can see.
Hmm. All right. I think we can go then.
He claps you on the back and goes, and again, thank you for not trusting me. That means I might still have an edge.
An edge.
Yes,
Like,
of course. Like,
he's
I am
edge.
mysterious and might still have an edge in this war.
What
I
war?
don't think you won't have an edge in our company because having an edge more implies that you're going to be hit or killed.
Well, anyways,
What war?
what the war, you know, the war against injustice. You know, I still have an edge against those evil that would go to do me wrong. He's kind of like joking around when he says this kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Leaf, you think he's trying to be like you, but a lot less cool.
I don't think we're gonna get anything out of this. I think it's
Yeah.
actually him.
So what you doing?
I'm heading back to the room. I got two little fluffers.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay, out of character. Out of character. Do you want to see if we can try to distract him? Well, one of us goes into the room and looks around.
Okay, I didn't know where you were going with that. I thought you were gonna be like, does someone want to distract him while we go open the box?
Yeah.
I would have been like,
Look around, see if there is, I don't know, the body of the captain.
So you wanna? What do you want to do with the body of the captain?
No,
Oh,
I was
some-
I was just, I
Oh,
was like,
some idiot.
I was just coming up with like, it's like, do one of us want to distract him while we go in the room, see if there's any damning evidence that he is in fact a changeling?
I mean, sure. You could do that.
I could go have him. I could go show him my dogs. I'm going back anyway, so like I could be like, would you like to meet my two little angels sent from heaven above?
And he would say, absolutely.
Okay,
He
then
loves little
we're gonna head
dogs.
back.
All right. Who has the best stealth? What's everybody's dexes?
1.
1. Now I can pop a rage to enter stealth to give me. I can use my strength for stealth.
You could go like on your tippy toes.
So I am
You're
gonna
very
do
angry
that.
tippy toes.
Very angry tippy
Your
toes.
flex
Okay.
tippy toes.
And I'm gonna see if I can stealth into the room.
Okay. Yeah, you
He's
can.
gone.
You can get behind him. You're in the room, and he's not in here.
Yeah, like he's.
Oh, okay.
I took him back.
Okay, then I'm gonna just poke around.
Yeah. There's clothes thrown everywhere. Also, what alignment are you?
I am chaotic good.
Okay. It's a ping in your head that hey, it's not always cool to go through people's things, but hey, if it's for an investigation, that's fine. So you go through and you just find normal stuff. You see a picture of Matilda. That's pretty sad. You see some clothes. You see a letter from Matilda basically saying, "Oh, I still love you," and that he never wrote back to her. That's a very complicated relationship, apparently. You see all sorts of stuff, just basically showing that he is, in fact, he's probably who he says he is.
All right, then I just leave and put everything back. I just leave.
Okay. Yeah, the
Hey,
captain's
Lars, do you
just
want the
chilling.
box?
You want to investigate the box?
I'm out of the
I'm
room.
asking Alaric if he wants the box.
Oh,
Alark, do you want the box?
No.
You don't sound very confident in that.
Well, like, I think it would be cool to take it, but I think if we do take it, it's going to open a whole new page of problems and that we're not ready for. Or that I really just don't want to deal with. Because I feel like it's gonna be one of those cases where, like, yeah, these people that were willing to help you, they're gonna try and kill you now. So I don't want to take the box.
Okay, Zeno knows a lot of interest in this. He's willing to leave as well.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you guys, your mission is completed. You have like 7 days left on this ship. Um, yeah, I mean,
We
you're
still-
fine.
we still don't know who killed, not Leaf. It's a little worrying.
Captain was sleepwalking.
He has remarkable aim for
I mean, if there isn't anything else to do,
Hey, so you know how they said they were gonna kill one person every hour, right?
Yeah.
What if like them killing the shape changer counted as them killing somebody that hour? Just a thought.
And
Maybe
I don't
this-
think they fully thought out their plan.
wait, what was the thought? What was the thought?
That the person killed every hour was the changeling.
So like, what if they can't? What if the people that what if the changelings aren't the people that were like obviously we were worried about them, but what if it's not like the people that have been murdering people?
And it's about this time that Dale, the bartender, the one that you spoke to, comes running forward and says, "Help! The fiance has been murdered."
Jesus Christ. Okay.
God.
All right, I guess we run down.
Yeah, the fiance. He looks and he goes, "I know. I'm sorry. I said she was murdered. It does look like she killed herself, but I need you to rule if this is a murder or if she has committed suicide."
Worst Tommy Stone we didn't need him.
And it looks like she's holding a knife and her wrists are cut.
Okay.
Wow.
Are they still actively bleeding?
They have almost completely bled out.
All right, I'm gonna at least try to apply pressure above the cuts, if there's any chance.
Blood just gushes out. It's
Well, like,
to stop.
yeah.
I know you're
It
trying to
didn't really
stop the
gush
flow.
out. There's anything above it.
You apply pressure above it, right? She's standing up like this, so you push a little bit of blood out and it just stops, right? So blood just goes and just
Oh, okay.
right, and it's kind of gross. And she is dead. She is gone. So
How long has she been dead for?
the barkeep looks at you and he goes, "I just came back to Tin Bar for the night shift. We had attended for the lunch shift, and now it's for the night shift." And
Is she still warm or is she like cold?
she is.
just do like a.
She's
Running a fever.
like she's still kind of warm, so it's fresh.
A minute fresh.
I don't know how fresh I would say, but very fresh.
Oh my god.
It's cool.
Might as well give
Actually,
it a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Screw it. I'm gonna cast Revivify on the lady.
It's like paddling a dead body. It doesn't work.
Well, shit. I can make her my little henchman.
uh, upon that proposition, Dale kind of looks at you and is like, "Not the customers. Come on."
Fine.
all right. Can I look around the bed? Was it the bedroom or the bar?
You're in the bar. She slit her wrists out in the bar. She's still. Her husband is still on top of her.
God, people, just take the dead bodies away.
And Dale goes, "Look, wait, we hadn't gotten here yet."
It's been here for like 2 hours.
Yeah, there's been this. The dead body has been here for 2 hours.
Is there anything? Is there signs of bruising on her? Like, does it look like there's a struggle?
I would say roll an investigation check.
Oh god.
Guidance.
No, that's a 0.
Okay, yeah, I don't think a guidance roll is gonna save you, but you can add it if
No.
you want. Yeah,
No.
she has she's wearing a white dress that has red on it
Mm,
because of the blood.
Leaf is literally just Inspector Clouseau, like, when he tries to do his tries to do any investigation roll.
He pretends that he has a like a monocle.
Monocle.
Can I do an investigation roll?
Yeah, sure.
Almost in that one, but it's a 21.
Yeah, she has bruises. It looks like she maybe did a little bit of makeup around her eye. Looks like she had a black eye. And she has some bruises that are very long-term bruises that appear to be just like reopened often.
So I think it was a murder made to look like a suicide. If she covered up a black
Hold on.
eye with
When I say long-term bruises, I mean she has bruises that have been inflicted on her that have been very like inflicted on her often and like they just come back.
Her
Oh my
fiance.
god.
Yeah, that's why I was. Wow. Well, so we wouldn't be morally opposed if I made him a little like skeleton.
The Dale looks at you and goes, "Man, just please, miss, don't."
God forbid a woman has fun on this goddamn train.
Okay. I mean, is there anything in her belongings that would have said anything?
Yeah, she has a diary.
All right. Leaf's gonna read.
Your diary.
He's gonna read.
Read and wait for the horrors that await for you inside.
You
Looks
see
upside down at first.
you see very short intervals of stuff. You see picked up picked up prof root in shop today. Interesting cell. Said it would solve my problems.
So she
Oh, so
so she
About
killed
2
her
weeks
own
back.
husband.
she
Good on her.
yeah.
Good for her.
Who killed?
And the latest diary entry says, Prof root missing from backpack. Don't know what to do.
Okay, so she's not as cool as I thought she was.
Okay, but it seems like she was going to.
Yeah,
So-
no. So
So she's still cool.
she's still cool. She's still cool.
So somebody stole the prof root, and
Someone
because
stole.
it doesn't seem like it was. So obviously, if it was stolen, it wasn't. She poisoned him, felt really guilty, and killed herself. Somebody's make. I think it's murder. Looked like a
So
suicide.
she didn't kill herself because she hates her husband.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is that she didn't do that.
So then, well, I was gonna ask the question of the hour: who did it? Um,
Dean, I swear to God.
we could.
Dean, chill.
what
What are you gonna do?
what can we do?
Hold on, team. Check anti-bullying.
Okay, you're
Okay,
serious.
hey guys, just for a quick while they're doing this, they have a group chat so that they can conspire against me, to solve the mysteries that I put in front of them. Sometimes the answers are a lot simpler than you think, especially
And sometimes it's just not
I
conspiring in that
killed him.
group chat either.
sometimes it's just it's right in front of them the whole time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
William, be quiet.
turn like a console player, on stick, like directly to the
Okay.
barkeeper, and I'm like, "Hey, so where were you just now? Like before you saw the body?"
Dale looks at you and goes, "I told you I found the body because
Right.
I was coming back to 10 bar."
Right.
Can I roll an insight?
Yeah.
Do you have good insight? Oh,
I have like.
that's wisdom. So yeah, you should be fine.
I mean, it's not grand, but it's something. It's not negative.
I got +4.
I have +0 actually.
Okay, I'm gonna use my womanly eyes. 22.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. And also, he thinks that he would like to take you out on a date.
God damn, I'm just too gorgeous. Okay, there's okay, the conductor, if I'm right here, he mentioned something about the hatches earlier, but the hatches would kill everyone and everything, right? Because if they were opened.
Well, if they're opened, they will absolutely separate the car. However, they are pressurized. But if the car's doors are open, then it would kill everyone in the car. So if you open the car door, leave the car door open, and then open the hatch, boom, everyone dies, right? But if
Right.
you close the car door, open the hatch, boom, it's like it's now severed.
And we haven't seen any like wet rooms, right?
Other than the bathroom.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Um
That's a 10. Oh, that's a 10.
okay.
Ew.
So then
I ain't fucking going in that.
okay, so
Ew.
then
Fuck.
can I like roll another investigation to see if there's anything else that could like clue us in?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what?
I want to do that as well.
A dirty 20.
It said the blood splatter was used in the past 2 murders that you've seen. One was a lady who had her face taken off. You don't know when she was murdered. You also, the blood splatter there had said that
One left.
that there was one left. This lady has killed herself now, supposedly, but none of her blood has been used, even though she's been slit wrists. The only person, every bloody murder, the blood has been used to write something.
So this is different.
So then this is
This is different.
so. But she's a girl boss. She wouldn't kill herself. That's a beautiful line.
Is there anything in her diary that she might have like depression or something like that?
Yeah, she was pretty depressed. Her husband beat her often. Or her fiance.
So there could have been and the fact that her husband her fiance died could have been just too much.
Okay, but I've never lost a husband or fiance. However, if I was in a really terrible relationship with my fiance and I had bought something in hopes to kill him, and if he died, unless she was like,
She said she didn't know what it was for, why she was given it.
no, she bought it. She bought the fruit.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
bought
"My
the
plan's gonna go."
root and then it disappeared, got stolen.
Does the root have any other use?
So Elijah, you are right. She did say, I was like told to buy this root that it would solve all of my problems.
So she
She
doesn't
didn't know
know
what it
necessarily for.
was.
And people
That's true.
people in very toxic relationships don't really know they're toxic. That's a very and she could just be manipulated. That's very possible, and just couldn't grapple with the fact that this perfect person died, even though he was terrible.
Maybe.
And those
Maybe-
tears seem fairly real.
Maybe this is just a suicide. That would be too simple.
Does she have anything anything that she would like to? Because you said the root could also be used to dye, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there
Her white dress.
anything like?
Hey,
the
Leaf, you have a
dye?
great nose. Sniff the air really quick. Perception check.
Okay.
Sentinel, you have a great connective mind. Make a investigation check for me. Ooh, a
I got a
9.
9.
Man, this smells familiar. You were just in a place that smelled like death, like this.
18.
18. Man, the way that her wrists are slit, this is probably a suicide not related. So, it happened recently. So the culprit could have been anyone that you were with recently. It could have been anyone that you weren't with or that you weren't investigating. It could be really anyone.
You're explaining this in the way that makes me feel dumb. Wait. Can I get a whiff of the air and see if I smell anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
$14.
You understand that the root appears to have been in her system because her skin, you sniff the air and you smell the root. It looks like she bled out maybe because she realized she was going to die or when she wanted to get it over with, because it looks like she may have taken the root to quote unquote solve her problems. The other thing you realize is that the air in here smells a lot like the captain's quarters.
Wait. What was this? Musty? Like
Like
My
the root.
fiance.
Like Old Spice musty, or
Like the
no,
root.
Axe body spray musty.
no,
Like,
it smells like,
like
the root. Where's the captain?
Oh yeah, well he was just with me.
With your dogs.
I led him back to the room though, right? We never established that, but
He walked back into his captain's quarters, yeah.
right. I'm gonna go check on my dogs real quick, actually.
Okay, as you walk back, yeah, your dogs are just in your cabin. They're just hanging out, chewing on something.
I'm like, Alec, good cop, bad cop. Let's go pay a social call.
Oh my god, my little angels.
Are you bringing the body with you?
Yeah,
What body? Oh, what
I have
body?
it slunked over my shoulder.
Okay, the captain opens the door, goes, "Oh, hey, oh, another body for me. Okay, maybe I should pull this thing over, huh?" And starts laughing and goes, "Okay, bring it in." And he opens the door.
And I lay it down. I'm like, now this isn't a shape changer.
Hey,
However,
Leaf.
Yeah.
You remember that family? What happened to that mother and son? Weren't they supposed to be in here? Hey, Sentinel, roll a history check for me.
Okay then. That's a
You
10.
remember them going in, but you don't remember them going out. Hey, Ulrich, roll an insight check for me.
9.
Something's wrong.
Okay.
I think after we all enter, I close the door behind us.
That's what I was gonna do. Just close the door
Okay,
and
he
stand in
looks at you
front
and
of
he
it.
goes, "What's up? You need me to take care of the body?"
Well, we have a couple of questions. I got a good sniffer.
No.
He does.
And I smelled something peculiar as
Mm.
we entered the room and when we got to the body of this poor soul. Very special kind of root. I don't know its name. I'm not good with names. However, I do know it's not good for you. And I picked up that smell here. Is there anything you want to say before we do what we do? And I hold out my club.
And he looks at you and he laughs and he goes, "Absolutely." Pulls open a drawer that was closed. His drawers were mostly thrown open except for this one apparently. And he shows you what appears to be various kinds of mushrooms and roots. And he goes, "It's probably just the earthy smell of these mushrooms and roots I keep."
But
Why?
why? Yeah.
Why do I keep these mushrooms and roots?
Mhm.
It's just a hobby.
All right. And
Something else I thought you should know. We're running ahead of schedule. We should be arriving there tomorrow.
So a somehow
That cut down 8
8-day
days.
travel cuts down by 6 days.
I'm not good at math, and I can even think that's a little far fetched.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's all the weight that we've lost.
Now that's not very nice to body shame people.
You're right. However, on a train like this, it makes a difference.
I'm gonna throw my hammer at him. I'm not actually gonna throw my hammer at him. I really
Sorry,
want
did
to.
I say train? I meant ship.
Because when he
You're not
when he
supposed to
said
know
the
that.
last week, as a player, my mind went somewhere else entirely different.
You're not supposed
But I
to know
hope
this
it's not
stuff.
the case.
Gulp. Um. Yeah. No. Yeah. Do you just want me to get rid of the body?
Where's the mother and her son?
I took care of them like you asked me to.
What does that entail?
Well, Sentinel's seen.
What have you seen?
All right.
He turns them into the little gnomes.
That would be funny.
I think I'm like, okay, it's like
No,
I point at the badge, I'm like, this badge
Was I
means
supposed to know
captain.
what he saw?
No, you saw Sentinel, didn't you? Saw the purple ashes. Here, let me show you. And he throws open the door, and you see the gnomes currently working on a body that you had recently given him, cutting it up into pieces and preparing it with a spell and a ritual. And then you see the a boot from the young boy that you recognize be disintegrated down into the sliding fuel and then tossed in. And you feel a little slight, now that you're in here and you're not in a stabilized area, you feel a slight boost forward as you are speeding up.
People are the fuel to this thing?
That child was annoying. So
Do you say that out
dumb.
loud? Do you say that out loud?
No, I don't say that.
No.
Okay. He goes.
I think
"As you
I'm
know,
really
everyone-"
tempted to do something right now, and I don't.
By the way, he is behind you all when he does this. He goes, as you know, everyone has a little bit of magic to them. That young boy just happened to have more magic than we thought."
I'm gonna like walk towards a wall, just kind of like because I don't know. I'd like to have eyes on everything.
Yeah, my
It's
back. My
also-
back is to the door.
It's also he's inside the door. He's like standing in the doorway. He goes, I wanted you to take care of the shapeshifters.
We did.
No, I did, Kiva. I killed them, Kiva. I had to cast that darkness because you were about to murder him and he was about to tell you who I really am. And his voice changes to what I'm using now. The captain went down with his ship. The first ship. I am Vonri. I will have the scythe and the seeds. Gnomes, do your job. And he attempts to close the door.
I jump.
So let's all roll initiative.
Hey, not 20.
Nice.
Oh god. I got a crisp.
I got a
15.
5.
I got a 5.
I got a rock.
Okay. Sentinel, you act before the captain. What are you doing? He's
Let
standing in the
me
doorway.
see. Did he start running yet?
He is closing the door.
I want to book it after him as well.
Bing Bean is into the cryo chamber.
Okay.
And with a bonus action, I would like to summon. No, with an action, I like to summon my Eldritch Cannon.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm not going to use it just yet.
He's
And
depressurizing this thing.
And then I think I would like to. I'm going to take a page out of Leaf's book and I'm going to try and tackle him.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
What would that be?
Roll it. Just roll a strength check.
A strength check.
Leaf, you got a
10.
5, you said? Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
got
are
a 5.
not able to tackle this man.
Mm-hmm.
You slide off of him, and you got a 10. You said, Leaf, or 5?
I got a 5. Alric
And then-
did too.
Yeah, I think your dex is higher than mine though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. it
Kiva
is.
got a 15.
Yeah. So, and the captain scored a little bit higher. I apologize. Sentinel reacts, and as you fall to his feet after trying to tackle him, he looks at you and he smiles and he leans over and says, "I told you it was proprietary." And he closes the door, and it begins to hiss as it's closing. The gnomes turn to you all and ready their hammers as they turn to fight you.
Okay.
Can we get a map?
I dare them.
Yeah, we'll get a map up. Hold on.
I should have just said it. I was gonna hit him. I was gonna hit him when we first walked in the room. I should have just done that.
I also feel like I kind of hated the captain.
I'm like, Sentinel, great form. You'll get him next time. I love that tackle. 10 out of 10.
Oh, next time I'm going to shoot him.
All right. Also, if everyone wants to stand next to me, I have something fun I can do. If we have how many
yes.
hammer attacks coming in?
8.
Yeah, 8. Okay. On just me or everyone?
Everyone in their buff hammers. So
Okay. So
Hammer
wait, it's not my
hammer.
turn yet. I can't activate rage.
My hammer's better.
How many gnomes are there, just so we can start adding, or is it like a
8
specific
total.
token?
8 no theoretical biases, please.
Okay, I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5, 6,
that's
7,
not.
8.
And then start naming them gnome names.
Jingle, Fringle,
Tingle.
Pringle, and Clyde.
Clyde. Yeah. It's like Pac-Man. Speaking of which, you guys watched that bonus level, I think? Is that what it's called? Or extra level?
What are you talking about?
Pretty good. Pretty good show. New show.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
Are you
But
talking about
yeah.
secret level?
Secret level, yeah, secret level. That was great. I've been watching that. I think I just finished the Pac-Man one. But yeah, so they
There's cosine.
they are ready to go. They look like they're gearing up to it. Why is Ulrich not on here yet?
I was messing with gnome names.
Okay. They are getting ready to go They don't look particularly tough, but they do look like they would hurt if they hit you. Um, so yeah,
Where did I where
it
did I
looks
go?
like Kiva is up next.
Okay. Can I guess entangle at a higher level? Not. Okay. I'm gonna 20-foot cube. How big is? How
By the way,
crazy
it's
is
about
20?
this time. Actually, no, go ahead. 20-foot cube. Spread it out. See what it looks like.
Okay. So this is 20 feet. Okay. I could get 5 of them.
I
Entangle.
just hope they don't. I hope they don't have good dexes.
They
It's
do not.
strength.
Oh, it's strength. It's strength.
Oh, they have phenomenal strengths. But
It's dex.
No, they're gnomes. I think he was being facetious.
no,
Is it?
they're
I'm trying to
gnomes,
see what
and
it
they
is.
are also like. Have you seen Demon
Athletics.
Slayer?
Yeah, parts of it.
Yeah, you know the buff mice.
Oh,
The who?
Dustin, send a picture into the group chat that you guys
Yeah,
have.
yeah, I got it.
no.
So is it strength or dex?
Well, now that I know that, I don't want to do it because it's a strength.
Do it.
Do it
But
anyways.
I could do fairy fire, and we would all have, and that's a dex throw, and we would all have advantage on them.
So do what you feel is right.
Fireball.
I'm gonna do fairy fire, which means that let's see here, rumble, tumble, alt stin, cotangent, and Gogus.
One of them
Gogus.
was named Cotangent?
Yeah. You asked for gnome names.
The
I
gnome
gave
brothers:
you.
sine, cosine, tangent,
Alt
cotangent.
sine.
Alright, hold on, they're rolling. It's Dex?
It's
the
dex
DC.
15. 15.
None of them pass.
Oh,
Cool.
beautiful.
So everyone has advantage on them,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
they can't go invisible. And then for
it
my
is-
bonus action,
Oh dear heavens. I forgot you guys are level 5 now.
And for my action surge.
and for my bonus action, I'll do nothing because I don't really have any.
Okay.
Get behind me.
You
I'll
don't
get
wanna
behind you.
you don't
Where
want to
are
do the
you?
spore thing? Is the spore thing not a bonus action?
No,
They have to get within 10 feet of me, and then I get to do
Oh.
my silly little 1d4.
Okay. Then it is now Leaf's turn.
okay. They all rolled that poorly.
One of them
Off he
rolled
goes.
literally one below.
All right. All right.
Just so
Now
you
there's a
guys know,
couple
he came
things I
in
could.
smelling rank. Go
So
ahead.
first bonus action, rage. So I'm rage. I've been hoodwinked. I am not happy.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Actions. Here we go. Now I just got to choose. What is okay, what would you rather? When your
So
rage
here's-
is active, your allies have an advantage on attack rolls against any enemies of yours within 5 feet. We already have fairy fire up, so it doesn't really
You
matter.
can see Sentinel's preparing something with a with a blast radius.
We'll find out.
I'll just go good old bear. And I'm gonna so I'm right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw my club.
Oh no.
However, can I take my movement in between?
Throw your
Throwing it in
club.
recall?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw my club, which is just a strength check for like the distance, and I'm have an advantage on this. Thank God I have advantage. That's okay. I got a 12, but that should be enough to like throw it.
Throw it. Yeah, that's enough.
All right, I'm gonna see if I could throw it, hit Rumble and Gogus.
So well, now you got to roll to hit.
I rolled a hit, yeah.
That was rolled to see if you could how far you could throw it, and it's 12 times a certain number, I believe. Which I'm.
Isn't it like 5?
Yeah.
That's 15.
Okay. 15 to hit. That does hit. Wait, you have advantage if
Oh, I do have advantage if I want to see if I crit.
you're just trying to hit Gogus.
That's an 18 on.
Yeah, 18 hits.
And okay, so roll damage. And I'll have this, and then I'm gonna recall and see if I can. Oh wait, is that full damage? And then if I recall, that's half.
No, it's half damage and then half damage on recall as well.
Okay. So that's gonna be half 8. Oh my god, yeah, half.
This
Would that be half
gnome,
9?
Half
this
a 9
gnome,
is
his little
defense.
gnome hat shatters and he is dead.
All right, and then
Oh.
as I throw it, I'm gonna take my movement to here and then recall it on Tumble.
Okay. Tumble, roll the damage again and half it.
8.
Tumble is dead. His little gnome hat breaks and he is dead.
Oh, he was my favorite. No, I'm just joking. Cotange is my favorite.
All right. Who's next? It's now all externalist leap has something else.
No, that's all for me.
All right, makes sense. Actions. Well, let's just do what I do best and go hit something. I'm gonna walk up to. I'll go walk up to Gogus. I hate that
Okay.
name. I'm gonna swing at Gogus.
Good name. You don't know what you're talking about.
A 20, does a 26 hit?
Yeah, that hits Gogus.
Yeah. 7 damage.
Okay, Gogus is on the brink of death.
Awesome.
And
Seems like
as he's dying in your arms, he looks up at you and says,
my arms.
he looks up at you and says, Henri. And
Rest in
he
peace,
looks
a real one.
and he goes, Henri. He told us we had to.
I'm gonna toss him in the magic dispenser.
I just
I
need you
can
to know.
charm them and have
As
them
you toss
fight
him,
for us.
as you toss him in the magic dispenser, he goes, I just need you to know that, and then the magic dispenser closes as the entire and you hear the ship lurch and go a little bit faster as the ship begins to tilt upwards. It's time to surface.
Where did the captain go, by the way?
He
He
ran.
He
He
went
closed
through
the door and
and
dipped.
closed the door and ran.
Okay, wait. We could just totally just befriend them. I can charm person if we need
We
to.
can. Why are we murdering them?
Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's
But
be
hold
real
on,
with
hold
it.
on. Let's be real with it, but also Gogus is dead.
Yeah. He's go-
I toss him into the magic grinder.
yeah.
Oh no, Romeo and Juliet ain't gonna have a sequel.
All
And
right.
then I love
it's
that
now-
the one gnome named Archibald.
Is there anything else you want to do, Ulrich?
A rousing
mourn,
speech.
I pull out my
mourn the
tambourine.
loss of Gogus. Even though it was at my own hand. And let me see. I don't really think I have much for bonus actions. Yeah, I don't.
Can
Yep.
you give a speech
Yeah.
to the gnomes telling them they're like mutiny?
Telling them to mutiny.
I'll bring out my tambourine and I'm just giving you some good
Oh,
beats.
okay. Oh, okay.
Can I give a? Oh no, it's already my turn. But
Yo, what's good, peeps?
Good beats.
Oh yeah. Listen, your captain.
Slam poetry again.
All right. While he's doing this, Sentinel, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to pose a question to the rest. Should I run after the captain?
I can see if we
Can you
can
get that door open?
I feel like enough time should have passed.
If you can get that door open, maybe can we see if we can get the gnomes to stop the train, and then he's trapped.
I think I want to more try and probably get the door open.
So what's
Yeah.
gonna
Okay,
happen when an
Sentinel-
unstoppable object meets an immovable force?
Sentinel, you realize the door is jammed. However, I offer you
Say
this
anything about
cool
opening
thing.
it with the handle.
Hold on. Yeah, I was gonna say I offer you this cool thing. Blast it open.
Well, I'm thinking more I want to try and kick it open first.
I would say no. It's
What? We're gonna
It's like
die.
heavy. It's heavy metal and sealed. I would say you would be able to blast it open though.
I know, use my Eldritch Cannon to shoot the door with the Force
Awesome.
Ballista.
Awesome.
Billy, you are not prepared for what you're about to get.
Oh
Roll a
my
hit.
god!
I wish I had I have something that's better than a tambourine.
Okay, roll the hit. It's what was it again? Oh yeah, it's +7. Wait for me to roll the hit.
I can give you the beat, Alec.
That's a 10.
Okay, yeah, you hit the door, and as Sentinel, all right, go ahead, lay it down, and I'm gonna do a sound effect while you're doing it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta pull it up. All right. Are we ready? Gotta get the mic. Mic check. Are we good?
Okay, everybody silence.
Listen, crew, to the creak of the hall. Not just the words, but a warning call. Feel the waves that churn below. The tide's been shifting, don't you know? We built this ship with sweat and grit. Every plank, every nail, every bit. But he claims it's all his own. While we break our backs for a tyrant's throne. Remember the feast, the laughter, the cheer? Gone now, replaced with barked orders of fear. He promised us gold, promised us fame. Now all we've got is his dirty name. Gnomes don't know how to bow or break. They forge, they tinker, they make and they take. But look at your hands, stained with his skeeves. He used you up and shattered your dreams. What's a captain without his crew? Just a man with a fancy hat, nothing new. What's a ship without its heart? A coffin afloat, falling apart. We are the gears, we make it turn. Without us, he's nothing, just let it burn. So rise, my friends, let's take what's ours, seize the helm, feel our power. I don't know why it didn't rhyme there. The time has come, mutiny spark. We'll light the night, we'll leave our mark. For you are gnomes, bold and free, and this ship belongs to you and me.
Oh.
All right, now I need you to roll performance.
Roll performance? Okay.
Guidance.
I think that deserves advantage.
Guidance,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
you have
was
a-
reporting.
You have a point of inspiration for that, Dustin.
I still have the rest of my turn.
20! Yes!
All right, the effects. We will see the effects. Sentinel, you have blasted open the door, while this man is spitting slam poetry in the background.
Okay, run and try and find
You
the
get through
captain.
the door. You get through the door. You can see that you now have a connection door in front of you, but it appears to be able to open. You can open it now.
Actually, so in between is like the captain's room and then the engine.
So you have engine room, and then you have like the connector, and then his room.
Okay, keep going.
So you open the next door, and you want to open the one to his quarters.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you see his quarters, and you see the lock has been broken, and
Okay.
the box is empty, but there appears to be a square hole where there appeared to have been another box.
Okay, then keep running.
All right, you keep running. I'd say you get to about your car when you see the captain uh, is trying to fiddle with another box. You can see him through the connection, but it's about that point that your movement runs up. So you can like see him. You see
How
him
far
in
would
your
you say he
room.
is from me?
Like I'd say 10 feet.
10 feet from me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What various means methods can I use to hurt him?
Now you are looking through a door though.
Oh, am I looking through a door?
Hmm.
Is there a window in the door that I can shoot through?
Yeah, I would say you could. I mean, it's like bulletproof glass. You know, like it's built to like disseminate any attacks against it. But
Uh,
I can't believe I rolled a nat 20 off that.
let's see. No, that won't work.
I will say something cool is gonna happen if you just let him try and open the box.
I'm trying to see what I can actually do because I can't make it to the door because of my speed.
Yeah.
Uh,
You could try and. Are you able to blast the door open again?
no, because I already used my Eldritch Cannon on
Okay.
the other door. And I don't want to waste other spells at the moment. So the door you're describing, I probably can't shoot through it with firebolt. So,
I would guess no. Yeah.
and then I don't think I have any other spells
Okay.
or attack.
Well,
So yeah, I think that's the end of my turn.
we move to the gnomes first. First, we move to the gnomes. They think for a second, and they drop their tools, and they look at you, and they go, "You have performed something that's most wonderful.
Yeah.
However, you have killed 3 of our comrades. So, there are simply not enough of us to stop this train anymore. We cannot stop the ship. However, like we can't stop it right now. It will automatically stop when it gets close to its destination. We've programmed it to do such. We have all the gear set in place. There's only enough fuel, yada yada. However, we will kill that shape-shifting son of a gun for you if you want us to."
Yes, absolutely. We
And
would
then you
love all
see
the
you
help.
see you see you see Archibald stand up and go, "My brothers, we have
Oh
just
God!
witnessed the most wonderful song known to man. I do not know how he knows the tongues of our gods, but he does." And he stands up and he looks at all of them, and you this is the first time you're noticing Archibald is missing an arm. And he looks at you all and he goes, "As you all know, Von Reer has stolen something from me as well as you. For me, he has
I
taken an
put my hand
arm.
on my chest in solidarity.
For
I'm
me, he
like
has taken my
softly
arm.
sobbing.
He has taken my living. I am reduced to nothing more but 1 hammer instead of 2. For you, he has taken your pride. He has taken all of our prides, all of our hearts. We must stand, we must unite as gnomes. And we must take our hammers and take them to Von Reer's heart. We must take our pride back." And they look at him, they're like, "Yeah!" And they unite under him, and he's like, "Gnomes, gnomes, gnomes," and they're just like,
No, no.
"Gnomes, gnomes," and they
I'm
prepare to
making you
rush out the
proud,
door,
Dad.
and they Archibald is leading the charge, and they charge out the door, and that's where they find Sentinel standing in front of a doorway, and Sentinel, they boot that doorway open, and that's where we see the captain, or like one of them hops up on the like thing to turn the door open, the other one hops on the other one and pulls them down, and it spins the door open, and that's where we see the captain has done it. He begins to open the box, and gold begins to shine on his face, and he reaches down into the box and pulls out a golden scythe with an obsidian handle that glows. And as he brings it to himself, he says a short prayer. And it's Kiva's turn.
Okay, so how far is Sentinel right now from me? Hypothetically, like,
So we're
is it
back
within
here.
30 feet?
So we're back here. Sentinel is at the doorway.
Right.
So yeah,
Am
Sentinel
I
is probably you could probably walk to him within your 30 feet. Yes.
okay? I'm gonna miss these. I'm gonna walk to him, run to him. I'm gonna misty step bonus action to the guy,
POS captain.
to the POS
He's
captain.
here. Yeah.
Um. Hmm. I'm not too strong of a lady, but maybe, just maybe, part of the cards. I'm gonna lunge at him.
Everyone was tackling today. Okay.
Making me proud.
Yeah, I'm
So
doing
go
this
ahead
for
and
you,
roll a
Leaf.
strength check.
Oh my god.
You got this. You
Um,
got this. Oh,
Kiva,
Okay.
you notice. Oh nope, he rolled 2 nat 20s. You
Oh.
notice that as you get close to him, you see that crack of gold that was going through the obsidian handle has gone through his hands, and he now has pieces of gold in him. And as you lunge at him, you feel a pulse, and you are thrown back into where are you? You are thrown back into this table over here and into this wall. as you try to lunge at him. Okay.
Can I flavor text Misty Step over to my dogs? Make sure
Yeah,
that they're
that's fine.
safe.
Yeah, you can just say the dogs are over. Like dogs are in the other room. They're safe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now, Leaf, it is your turn.
I'm like,
All right. So let's say, am I here by now? Or
Yeah, you're here. You can see what's going on.
okay.
By the way, Sentinel has saved you all a turn order by blasting these doors open and getting here.
No, well, I only blasted one. The gnomes broke down the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Um, what is this table made out of?
It's like the car. It's like a nice wooden finish, but it has like a metal base that's like bolted into the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you gonna throw the table?
I was
at
gonna
him?
throw the table at him. But I will go. I'll step up to him, and I'll go a normal club.
And
You're gonna
you're
rage
flung
still?
back.
I'm raged. Yeah.
Okay. That's beautiful.
24, and then
24
oh,
hits.
just 24 hits. Sorry. Um, damage. That's 12 damage, and magical.
Magical. Okay.
Mhm.
You see him. Hold on. Let me write a stat up for him really quick. You see him flinch, but not waver from his prayer.
He's
I
been
know how to make any man waver. I go for the nuts.
yeah.
Please, Will.
They are
Go
covered in
for it. I mean,
obsidian.
you can.
Clap. Thunderclap.
19.
19 hits.
Does a 19 hit his
That's going to be 14 damage, and I'm aiming for his balls.
testicular
Um,
torsion?
I'll say this: you hit him there, and it's like you kicked a rock. It is obsidian.
Damn!
Oh, hey, come on.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's low key. You know, and you gotta wonder like, how did that feel? Nah, whatever. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Um, and he turns. He's finished his prayer. Ulrich, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go next to leave. Let's see what we can do here.
I wish I had a mute spell.
Just can you stop fucking talking, spell?
Stop.
I know, maybe you can learn silence.
Okay.
What you want to do?
I'm gonna Shield of Faith leave for safety.
Okay.
And I think that's just an action, right? No, okay, no, that's a bonus action, and then I'll swing on him.
Okay.
12.
12 does not hit, but I want you to roll another d20.
Just a standard d20.
Just a standard d20.
17.
You feel your sword hit him, but it doesn't hit him. It hits the field of gold that seems to be forming around him. And then you look
Okay.
at your
Have
sword
I been Fortnite?
Too shiny.
and you see
This is my
it.
one magic item. Don't fucking take this from me.
Hold on. Your sword begins to struggle through
Okay.
and pierces the bubble and slices into his shoulder. And you grab a chunk of his shoulder, roll your damage. It's going to be halved.
Okay. Okay, so half of 7.
Okay, yeah. You see it take a chunk into his shoulder, and it is like you struggled through this. You got it though.
Like had to push. Okay.
It's like it's like your sword wanted to hit him, but just didn't that first time. You work through it though, and you're able to take a little chunk out of him. He looks at you and he goes, and you hear his voice in your head, but he's not speaking. And he says, he's telling me that he gave you the option. He set you on this path to take this weapon, but you have forsaken him. You've disowned him, and he has him you. I know what I must do. And
I'm back to
That's not
Sarah.
nice.
he says, in the name of Lathander, I give myself. Sentinel, it's your turn.
Okay. You said there was like gold in his hand, right?
Yeah, he's becoming almost pure gold.
Yeah, I have a funny spell called Heat Metal.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna melt this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Heat Metal,
Go ahead.
and what it is, I'm just gonna read it. You cause the object to glow hot red. Any creature in a physical contact takes 2d fire damage when you cast the spell until the spell ends, which is the minute.
Go ahead.
You can use your bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. Da, da, da. If its creature is holding or wearing, it takes damage from it, and it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, drop, or throw the object if it can. And then if it doesn't,
Ooh.
it has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay,
Fun
go
fact
ahead.
about gold, it needs to get to 1,947 degrees Fahrenheit to glow red. And the spell
Sentinel
says
can
it
do
glows
that.
red. So I'm not saying it, I'm just saying like he's hot.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I figured that out from his undercarriage.
Damn.
No, it's all on the captain now.
Okay, what does he have to roll?
He has to succeed on a con save, and I think my con save is my normal spell save DC, which is 15.
All right.
If he can drop it, but if it's also in his hand.
He is not able to drop the weapon, but he
Oh yeah,
is
he also
able
takes
to-
2d8 fire damage.
Okay, go ahead and do the 2d8 fire damage.
Let's see, does it?
So he's not
There
able to
it
drop
is.
it. What happens off of that?
So what happens off of that is that he gets disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn, and then I can subsequently keep damaging him on my bonus action, which I will now use my bonus action to shoot him with the Eldritch Cannon.
Go ahead.
It is a 20,
20
a
hits.
dirty 20, and then that's the damage again. I think it was 2d8. Yep, 2d8. You said the hit, right?
Yeah, that hits.
And then 13, and then he gets pushed.
Okay. Where's he? And he gets pushed away from you.
Yeah, he gets pushed 5 feet away from me, so he's gonna be like blasted right onto the table.
Yeah. So he moves like and is thrown into like the chairs and table, and he is interrupted and he goes, "What? I am sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I understand." And it's now his turn, and he immediately makes a mad dash for the door. And he is booking it out of there, and then he uses his other thing. All right, time to bring it around. And he sees. Well, I'm not gonna say what he does when he gets in here, because you guys can't
There
see
you run
him.
out of my spell range.
You can't see him that far yet, and yeah, the gnomes go chasing after him, and the gnomes are, they're, we must do what we can to protect gnome kind, and they are running through and they have their little hammers, and you hear and then silence, and then a laugh, and then a very loud scream. Okay, it is now Kiva's turn.
I hope that wasn't my boy Quotangent.
Yeah.
No. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna get up. And I'm gonna just start like chasing as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the fuck? It'd be 7, right?
Yes, you have
Okay.
30 or 35 movement.
I have 35. So
And
then
7.
I'm gonna take my. Is it action or bonus action to dash?
It's a dash action for anything other than a rogue.
Okay, then I'm gonna dash. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I get through the door. What do I see?
You
Oh,
see
well,
him.
yeah.
You see dead gnomes at his feet. You see every gnome has been murdered, and you also see a bartender whose head has been chopped off. But instead, where Dale's head would be bleeding, you see plants beginning to grow.
I'm not ready to meet Alaric Sky Daddy yet. Not yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a bonus action.
What's your bonus action?
What can I do for my bonus action? I can Misty Step or I can Hex him. Don't know if hexing is gonna be useful. So I'm just gonna stand there and hope that they haven't. Actually, I have one more space, so I'm gonna get out of the way, and I'm just gonna like see if they don't notice me.
He turns to you, and he says, "Smart girl, stay out of my way."
I am quite smart. Thanks. And that's all I can do.
Leaf, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm assuming this damage is going to be radiant that's coming in.
Maybe.
Out. So my bear doesn't even really work here. However, I'm gonna switch my rage to the eagle. And that means I get a bonus action. I can immediately take a dash bonus action.
Okay.
Which gets me right into the room.
Yeah.
And then I have so my action. I'm gonna first call out. Do you know anyone? Were you ever married to somebody with the last name of Daniels?
No.
Oh, okay. Out of character. That's what that old druid lady told me to ask, and I saw the plans. So if that's not the case, I'm just gonna hit him with my club.
Hey, you remember that, but do you remember what the name of the house was that you visited that you got an invitation to? As you were what's his name? Your dad?
Branch.
Yeah.
Is it what?
Daniel's house?
I didn't realize it was Daniel's house.
Yeah.
Okay. Put that one on the back burner. But I'm gonna hit him. Go up. Use the rest of my movement to hit him with the club.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hit him with your big heavy stick.
It's what I do best. I'm assuming a 14 doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
All right, then I'm gonna take my second attack.
Go ahead.
Are you still raging or no?
I'm still raging, and 11. That's not gonna hit.
11 does
Don't you
not
get
hit.
advantage when you're raging?
What?
Didn't you get advantage when you were raging?
No, I don't get advantage when I'm raging. I had advantage because the gnomes were fairy fired earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, neither of those hit him, and he looks at you and sneers and goes, "Someone needs to cut you down to size."
Won't be you.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is now Ulrich's turn.
Yippee! Ow, I just hit my foot. Love that, love that, love that. This guy's not nice.
No,
No.
nice.
And I wanna beat him up, and I wanna hurt him, and I wanna beat him up. So We should do that. I want to do that. I want to roll the hit now.
Okay, go ahead. Except you can't because you don't have no movement, buddy.
That's true, and I can't get more.
Unless you use
Let's
your action
see
as the
how
dash action.
funny
It's true.
else.
I want to do that.
Okay, you're next to the captain. What's up?
I want to hit him. I want to beat him up.
Go ahead.
No, I can't.
I
No,
have
I
Shield of
use my
Faith, right?
action. I use my action as a dash action. Yeah, I gave you Shield of Faith.
Good.
So I'm gonna be like, "Hey, man, I'm coming for you," and then leave it at that.
And he looks at you and goes,
I've earned him in a minute.
"You will make the perfect avatar."
All right.
And then, yeah, you do anything else?
Maybe like blow him a kiss and then move on.
Okay. Sentinel, your turn.
Okay, so since technically probably the size that the cabin is, it doesn't probably accurately match the size of the board. How far would you say I get with a dash action?
I would say it's one move. What's your movement?
Movement is 30.
I say you could basically get up on top of the captain with a dash action.
Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay. The three dudes just chilling on top of the captain.
I love it.
And because Eldritch Cannon's bonus action, I'm gonna use that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and if it gets pushed.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11.
11 does not hit.
Darn.
Bad roll start today.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a. I think I've missed my cannon like
Well, it's now the
3
captain's
times.
turn, and he is going to go ahead and use his action as well as a legendary action, and he's going to roll some attacks on you.
Which he has. Well, maybe he still has disadvantage because of the heat metal, or
Heat
has he
metal.
left the spell range?
He left the spell range earlier. I don't know. Is it
Okay.
is it once you leave that you're done?
I don't know, because it just says it's like a 60-foot range for doing the attack. I don't know how long, like the heat, like how hot it would still remain.
Yeah, I bet my guess is that he would start cooling down. Okay, so he's going to make one attack on Leaf. Leaf does. Oh no, that does hit.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway. It was until my next turn.
Okay. Yeah, that does hurt Leaf. What's your
Guess I was have to move
how many hit
myself
points do you have
into
total, Leaf?
position.
72.
Okay, half that.
Oh, okay. So 31.
Yeah, he's going to make an attack on Ulrich. Ulrich, what's your AC again?
18.
Oh, he hits. Half your total health. And Kiva, what is?
A question: since he made an attack on Alaric for Sentinel, do I get an attack on him?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Excuse me, Will.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna be.
That's a 23.
I think you hit. And I think
I
you
do
probably
too.
roll your damage.
What'd you say? You 23?
I got a 23. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. Rolled your damage.
All right, that's going to be 14 damage. 14 plus 2 with the rage. I forgot to add rage
Okay.
damage earlier.
We will get to see something interesting then. Yeah, you hit him. He halves you and Alaric and Kiva. I want you to make a Constitution saving throw. Hold on, legendary resistance.
I got a 12.
Okay, that leaves him at this much. Yeah, Kiva, you're transported into a field of grass. Tall grass, up to your waist.
Oh. What kind of damage is coming in? Just wondering.
It's mostly yeah, it is radiant.
It's radiant. Okay, so okay.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
pretty.
radiant and
It's really pretty.
Yeah,
it's
wait.
radiant and necrotic, which I know is kind of weird, but it's radiant and necrotic.
It's like two opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Unlike you, but
So
never mind.
you are, yeah, okay, buddy. You are in this field, and the captain looks at you all and says, "I knew it wouldn't bring back my god. I knew it wouldn't. They thought it would, and I knew it wouldn't. I thought it might make me their god. Um, boy, was I wrong. Tell tell Matilda that he really did love her. Um, that was the name he called out for as I threw him overboard."
Son of a bitch.
Is
And
everybody?
he takes the scythe and stabs himself into the chest, and the scythe turns upwards and flips really quickly, and then drops to the ground, and he is split in half, and he turns into gold dust.
Man,
Is
that was
it-
a great battle, Kiva. Kiva.
Yeah.
Kiva is passed out. Um, yeah.
Do I see anything in the grass field?
There's a man.
Can I walk up to the man?
Yeah, absolutely. You go up to the man and you see a man, and he looks at you and he says, "Ah, Kiva, I've heard so much about you. You know, I think you are the strongest, smartest in your group."
I mean, we already know that. So
Yeah.
what's yeah? What's
Um,
up?
Kiva, I was thinking, what do you think about being in charge of all of nature?
I
What if
okay.
what if you were the mother of all dogs and all cats and all the little critters of the world?
I I'd love it, but I know I wouldn't be worthy enough of such a title, you know? Like at the end of the day I'm just a girl who lives in the woods.
Kiva, you saying that makes you worthy.
I don't believe it does. For to be a
Kiva,
god, you need to
what do you dream about, Kiva?
I don't know. I
And
dream about seeing my grandmother again.
your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations come to life before you. You see all that you ever want.
Wow.
And it's so disappointing.
Oh.
Why? It's everything you want, but you didn't work for it. You didn't get it. It was given to you. It feels wrong. And that's when you come back to reality.
Hey
And
guys, what happened?
that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
Oof. Yeah.
Okay. We will see everyone next week. Actually, hold on. Next week I might not be able to. Is maybe the week after.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
over the weekend.
It's gonna
That's
be
the
rocky over
Friday
winter break, guys.
Christmas.
So, yeah.